Hi, welcome to Creative Crits, our brand new channel for tabletop RPG gaming. This is our first ever stream, first time we've ever gone live. So if we have any technical difficulties, please forgive us. Otherwise, let's have some fun and get streaming, guys. Real fast, I have a few announcements. I wanted to send a thank you over to Oakley's Nerd Nook for sending this over to me. It's a click-clack haversack. He has them up for sale. Check out his Instagram at Oakley's Nerd Nook. I believe it's the same name for his Etsy store as well. Today, we have something very special for all of you. We are playing a teaser for the Lovin Fools one-off by Verge Games. It just released on Kickstarter today, so please go ahead and check that out, and we should have a link to them as soon on this YouTube as soon as this live ends. Yeah, well, in that case, let's go ahead and get started. Let me introduce our DM for today. It's Josiah, the creator of this one-shot. So we are very blessed to have him as our DM. Not only do we get to play this game first, we get the creator as the DM. How lucky are we?
That's awesome. Nice.
Do you want to go ahead and give us your spiel, and we'll then introduce the players here.
All right.
It's wedding season right now.
Is there a better time to play D&D?
We're hoping that too. Yeah. Well, Matt, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, my name is Matthew Murback, and I will be playing Loridin Winewater, who is Firbolg Druid.
Right.
What else you want from me?
Hi there, my name is Alex Finati. I'm going to be playing Alice Forrester. She's a half-orc barbarian, and I can't wait.
I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Friar Apostle Laurent, kind of like Torrent, because you can't put out this fire.
Oh, good Lord.
No.
That was a good joke. Love it.
Hi, I'm Noah, and I will be playing Whistle, the Rogue.
And I'm Dominic, and I will be playing Robin Hart, the half-elf bard.
Sounds good.
Let's roll with it. I love it. What's my name now?
Well, all right, everyone just switch their character sheets.
Write it down. Everybody get up and move around.
Yeah. I mean, I can hear him.
I could stand to be a little
Well,
bit louder.
we can
on
hear
mine.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know if how is YouTube sounding, Brett? Well,
Well, it is a very pretty voice.
any word on if YouTube's audio is good?
I can't. I'm checking Twitch audio right now, but my phone is not loading the stream up right now.
Lovely. Technical
Can you check it on
difficulties.
YouTube? Just give us 1 second. Yeah. No problem. Well, how much theater did you do?
Excellent. Please project. We are multiple states away.
Yeah, we need to hear you from
From the back of the Rocky Mountains.
That's right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, project far enough that it'll bounce off the Rockies and back to us. Get some nice reverb.
Yeah.
YouTube audio is working. Twitch audio, I can't load it. So
It should be the same. Let's just worry about YouTube. But I think we should go ahead and get started, and we'll trust our tech team to troubleshoot in the background there. Sound good?
I think I'll open us up.
I would charge forward with her.
I'm probably lingering back. I'm trying to come up with a lyric that rhymes with angst.
I'll hang towards middle. to
Okay,
assist.
so a rogue, Noah, you're taking up the front, and Dominic, you're taking up the backside?
Yep.
No problem there. All right. So, as you make your way forward, the cave actually kind of starts to compress around. You can just barely make this single file as you're squeezing through. When all of a sudden, as you're pressing yourself along, you realize that the walls give way from rock and stone to smooth, polished wood. Dominic, what is your perception, real quick?
My passive perception?
Sure.
Passive perception is 12.
All right, no problem then. As you're suddenly walking along, you bump into what looks like a curtain in front of you. And it takes you a moment to realize that it's actually clothing hanging on hangers and a rod.
I didn't realize I'd be backstage again this quickly.
This is a mighty strange cave, isn't this?
I was gonna say I never performed in a cave before. I don't know quite how to get started here.
Since you're in the front, you can see that there's a slight slimmer of light coming ahead of you, just on the other side.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of peer through. I'm just gonna part the clothes very gently, just to see if there's anything on the other side there. I'm not gonna go through yet, though.
Of course not. As you're peeking your way through those curtains, Dominic, you are suddenly feeling a wall slam into the backside of you and shove you forward.
Oh,
Dominic,
geez.
you're running into Matthew. Matthew runs into Alex. Alex hits Ian, who finally
Whoa.
reaches Noah. What?
I said, whoa.
And all five of you are
Hey, watch out.
shoved through your curtain, past that sliver of light, and slam out onto the floor. All five of you give me an acrobatics.
Oh boy. That is a 15 for me.
10.
Oh, good lord.
Good.
24 for me.
7.
7.
18.
All right, who got the 7 and the 10?
7.
10.
Matt and Ian. All right, both of you are going to take 2d6 here of fall damage as everyone else either lands and or steps on top of you.
Oh,
as
great.
they're basically doing cartwheels out the door,
Oh.
they're onto you.
Oh!
I took 9 damage.
Ow! 10!
Ow!
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 damage.
10!
That was.
10?
10!
We're not. We roll high when it's damage against ourselves.
Why's the barbarian gonna step on me? Ow! Hey, get off!
Hey, what knocked me down?
Probably me.
Yeah.
I'm going to. So, which one of you took the most damage there? All right.
By 1.
I'm going to grab your hand and say, "Oh, don't worry, when I get stage fright too," and I'm going to lift him up and I'm going to cast a level 1 cure wounds for 8.
Oh, thank
HP
you.
there.
Thank you.
As you untangle yourself from your unexpected dog pile, you look around and you find yourselves in a massive bedroom. There is a grandiose elven oak bed dominating the center of the room. Its imposing nature is undercut a little bit by the dozen or so decorative pillows on top of it. And behind you sits a full yet suspiciously innocent-looking wardrobe. The panels carved with fantastic portraits of monsters and heroic knights. Windows line the far wall for you, and you can see that you're actually looking out onto a city from the second floor.
This is the strangest cave I've ever seen.
Did you say a city, like indoor city? Like, are we talking like Underdark city or?
No, you can see the sky.
Okay, I am confused. How deep we get before we get out?
I'm gonna roll for secret passageways, but when it's defying the laws of physics, it's a little unsettling.
Whoever planned this lovely evening for us, I am taken.
Right. Not quite ready to step back into the ring yet, but where are we? Are there any doors? Other than
There
other than
does
the
seem
wardrobe?
to be a door off to the right-hand side. There's another one that actually on the far corner of the room that leads out to a patio. And you realize that on that patio stands an elderly man and woman who are leaning over the edge, one with a pair of binoculars and another with a spyglass, staring out over the morning. The older woman suddenly cheers, and the old man scoffs, muttering something about a pity date.
At us or down toward the?
Nope, haven't even noticed you yet.
Oh.
The woman just says,
Are they
"Oh,
outside
quiet,
the
that
room?
counts."
Sorry, I didn't
They-
understand where
They
they
are outside the room. You are in the room. They are out on a balcony.
Okay.
I'll step through the door out to the. Dobre jutro, Montreux,
As naturally as you can, stepping forward to, stomping on the pavement,
Right, yeah,
making as much noise.
yeah.
The old man spins around and takes a look at you and realizes, ah, perfect, adventurers. How soon can you start?
Have we not started already? We have-
suppose right
we
now.
have- we have been started for many. How long ago did we start?
At least earlier this morning.
Indeed,
Got ready when you woke up.
indeed.
The old man was, perfect, you're hired.
I am confused. We
what?
We were hired already by the mayor.
It's
What mayor?
Yep, definitely.
what are we talking
confused.
like remuneration wise here? Let's
No idea what that
hash
means.
something out. You gonna make this worth our while? What's the word here? What's the story?
Oh, you just want to get paid.
Yeah,
Why can't people just ask that now?
it's my favorite part.
Yeah.
200 gold apiece.
Per goblin?
I only have 5
goblin?
gold pieces, so 200 sounds.
Okay. Let's take
quite-
a step.
quite
Let's take
good.
a step back here.
Huddle.
Huddle? Okay, huddle.
We'll be right back.
Excuse us.
I have no idea what's going on. We have no leverage negotiation wise, and they opened like awesome. So
Yeah.
rock and roll. Let's
I mean-
do this.
They did just
It's-
force us out of the closet.
I mean, as long as it's not necessarily immediately life-threatening, I'm down.
Have I ever told you you have the most amazing vocabulary for barbarian I have ever known?
I contain multitudes, honey.
It blows my mind.
also,
Alright.
deepest voice for
Indeed.
a woman.
Look, let's not be judging, all right?
Oh, no judgment. He's amazing.
But we're going for this.
Yeah,
We're going for this.
All right.
We are.
accepted.
Done. What do you need to get started?
It depends on what we're doing, I suppose. What's the mission?
The older woman kind of just slaps him a little bit and realizes, oh, right, sorry. I forget sometimes that I have to explain this when they arrive. Well, you see, we have a grandson, Felix. He's how do I put this? He's a good boy and all, but he's hopeless. Directionless doesn't even begin to describe our boy. He just lacks ambition. But there is one thing that has grabbed his attention recently, and that is named Celine. She lives in the manor just across the street, and he points across the way, and you see this big, giant purple manor, like, dominating the other corner of the street. He actually points over the balcony and says, right down there. And as he points, you see, where Doris is already staring with her binoculars, a young man speaking to a young woman.
I would like to push past everybody and go, do I smell true love?
It
well,
doesn't exist, friend. You're smelling the hormones.
Oh, well.
You smell old man.
It could also be Alice, you know.
True love has many faces, my dear friends.
And sense, apparently.
And sense.
What was your son's name again?
Felix.
Felix.
Felix Luckless.
Luckless?
Well,
That's an unfortunate
That's an
last name.
unfortunate name.
Snorching out the door. That's a D-mark right there.
Indeed.
A D mark?
It's a fine name, I tell you. We've been a luckless family for... Well, the house has been here for about 10 years. So that counts for something.
You know, in my
Oh,
family,
so
they
new
say,
money.
In my family, they say, if it was not for bad luck, you would have no luck at all.
Oh, very Russian of you. As he's talking with you, Doris actually cuts in and mentions that, oh dear, Felix is about to get mugged again. Carl groans and he picks up his spyglass, and as you look across, the girl has already disappeared back into her house, but the young man is heading down the street, practically floating, and he absolutely does not notice it when he walks by a, let's just say, shady alley, when a very uncouth gentleman pops out, and before you can blink an eye, he slugs Felix in the gut and runs off with his coin pouch.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Carl just groans. He's just like, I don't understand what got into him. I don't know where we went wrong. He comes from such a long line of successful adventurers. I mean,
How far away are we from them?
oh, I'd say you're about 100 feet or so.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So basically, at this point, I just want to clarify. We are trying to get this young man hooked up with Celine.
Well, that's kind of where things get interesting. You see, we in the Thornwoods across the street have a bit of a, how to put this, history. You see the balcony sitting over there? And, indeed, on another balcony at the other house, sitting at the table, you see the purple wrinkled raisin sipping tea. That old bat is Astrid Fornwood. It is in purple.
Hey, no.
No. Covert.
She's holding a pair of opera glasses and a bottle of tea, and a glass of tea. Cup of tea? What is it? Something.
Cup of tea.
And beside her stands a massive, dark-skinned man, his muscles stretching the line of an expensive valet suit.
Yo.
Covert.
Carl waves a gnarled hand in her direction. We used to adventure together back in the day, but things turned a little sour when I spurred her for Doris here, and we got married. Well, and we've mostly happily ignoring each other for years, but now that our grandson fancies her granddaughter, things are going to get complicated.
Awkward.
And
Yeah.
who's the gentleman? Who's the gentleman next to her? That
Personal.
one?
Her personal butler. Fine fellow, really. Quite nice.
Yeah.
Yes, his name. his name.
Percival.
His name is Parson.
Percival.
Oh, Percival. Person.
His name is Personal Butler.
His name is Personal
Butler.
You have all very unfortunate names.
So, yes, she'll, well, Astrid mostly lives alone, save for a small platoon of manservants. Industrious boys. They'll take on any job asked of them, and we're pretty sure she'll ask them to ruin the date tonight. We want you to go along and foil anything those little snots are planning. Stay nearby, stay out of sight, and, make sure things go well. But stay out of sight. Nothing ruins a date faster than a chaperone.
Makes sense.
You all are
Wonderful.
reasonable.
So we just stop these guys, and what we don't need to interfere if they like, fumble around, and we just make sure that they do their own magic.
Well, they'll ruin something, I'm sure, but Astrid would never interfere with her granddaughter's happiness out loud. But she would definitely do it on the side. She'll never let the manservants be seen by Felix or Celine. Just, try and ruin it from the outside.
Right. So
Okay.
It's a little bit of a spy versus spy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. Stay behind the scenes, behind the curtains as much as possible, and just kind of watch from the wings. Make sure that nobody stumbles on stage, per se.
Yes.
Sounds great.
All right.
And no blood. Again.
No,
We,
No blood.
Blood.
no
No
killing.
I'm
No
here.
blood. We have a bit of a truce going on with her house.
Sorry.
Things used to get a little out of control last time, and there was some collateral damage. And anyone got an insight here? Check for me.
I will go ahead and roll inside.
I have passive 16, if that
A passive insight of 16.
indeed.
Holy
Uh,
crap!
I am wise
I can
beyond
I
my
can do
years.
an insight also if you would.
Well, I am
Go
also
ahead.
quite old, so
Yeah, I got
I'm-
11.
11. Nope.
Oh, I got a 15.
15 will do you.
All right.
With a 15, you notice very specifically how Carl is not looking at the bridge between the two houses that clearly was blown up at some point.
Oh dear.
Literally.
Carl is the guy that we're talking to.
bridges.
Indeed.
Carl,
All
yeah.
right.
Yes.
So, Carl, what happened to the bridge?
You're very direct, aren't you? I
Well,
like-
if there's something
I-
that he's avoiding, I'd
Indeed,
rather know.
I appreciate direct. It's very good.
Let's just say, after last time, if any blood is spilled again, this town's baron, broken one, and his guard will come down on us like hammers on both of our houses and leave basically a pile of rocks afterwards.
This reminds
Oh.
me.
So who was on bridge then, when it went into water?
No one who's around anymore.
Well, obviously, but who was it?
Yeah, not important. Not important. Not
No, I
important.
think it is important, really.
Look, we just kind of made a deal. No more blood. Just
It's very
Bruises,
I'll,
punches.
though.
I'll
Bruises
go.
are fine.
All right.
No one dies.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yours.
All right. It's personal business. Personal business is personal business.
It reminds me of a story of some other star-crossed lovers. That was a good one. They both died in the end, but it's a great story. On
It's
forward.
good point. It's
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
You know.
It reminds me of my own tale very much.
Did they
You have a
did both
tail?
of you die in the end too?
Yes. What?
No.
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 Whistle's a little delusional. don't worry.
This one. This
We
one.
both died at the end.
I
No.
absolutely love to see these two star-crossed lovers be joined in the end.
Well, shall we get to it?
Well,
We'll have to hit him with the flat
he's
side of
while
the
he's
axe.
talking, I'll just slowly sidle up to Carl and put my giant hand on his shoulder and just be like, "You see how personal business can sometimes be very pertinent to people that enter this story."
Are you talking about the butler again?
No, I'm talking about person who is now swimming at bottom of river.
Oh.
Doris actually pipes up and mentions, "Well, I once saw Astrid disintegrate a manservant who once slashed the leg of our gardener." She looks at your weapons and says, "They do seem a little on the sharp side. Would you perhaps like some pillows to wrap around them?"
Disintegrate.
Absolutely, yes. Can we...
Right.
Do you have, like, some tape? Or, like...
Excuse me, disintegrate? No.
She nods along. Certainly. She points over to the pillows on the bed and says, "Take whatever you need. There's some string in the drawer." And you can just grab any pillows you guys want off the bed, wrap them around any of the sharp bits on your weapons, you know, just to avoid any mishaps.
Or like a
Carl does
heart-shaped
grab
one.
one of the pillows.
Is there a heart-shaped pillow that I can just stick a rapier through?
There is a heart-shaped pillow for you.
Okay.
I go over and I find one of the abandoned corks on the table side, and I just stick it on the end of the sword.
Oh, yeah.
Simple solutions for simple problems.
I just look at the staff, the gnarled old staff that I'm holding, and go, "I'll be fine.
You'll probably be okay.
I do not cause blood very much.
Very much. Oh.
Very much.
You'd be
I'm sure
amazed
that'll
what you
work.
can do without causing blood."
It's true. That's very true.
Mm.
All right. So
Doris nods. He seems very pleased. We'll make sure you have a trip back to... Where were you at again?
Where were we at?
where are we at?
Tunnel.
I am lost now.
Do
quite
any
honestly.
of us remember?
Well, you know where you were, but you don't know how you got here.
Yeah.
But
Very
Doris
true.
assures you that the armoire will let you go back if you really want to afterwards.
We went through armoir.
So we have to
Yes.
get back in the
Do you,
closet.
do you
She
happen to
points
have?
to...
Sorry. Do you
Right.
happen to have any sort of list of events? What's it called? Where we have a list of
Grocery?
no,
Grocery
a
list.
plan.
an itinerary.
Plan of
Do you have
action.
any sort of
Itinerary.
Itinerary.
A date
for your,
plan, date
for your-
timing.
for
yes.
your young lad?
Well, we know that they're going to meet at the marketplace. Doris here can read lips for the most part. But other than that, Felix has kept this one a little close to the chest.
Anybody willing go to market?
I say we do.
I like market.
All right.
It is a place for beauty.
We, I imagine we follow the young man down to the market. We don't
I
just
actually have something that may help young Felix.
All right.
Yes.
Let's.
Do we have to make sure that he doesn't notice us, or is he expecting...
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. The two rules, no blood, don't let them see you.
All
Okay.
right. All right. Anything?
Well,
They don't
that
want,
may be
they don't want them
good.
to know that they're getting involved in their date.
Is one more question. Is there anything that young Felix does well?
God, I wish.
Oh boy.
Well, if we can count on anything, it's that he's gonna mess up.
Uh-huh.
We just have to make it look adorable.
Sometimes.
Happy accidents.
Happy accidents, exactly.
Happy little accidents.
Sometimes love finds its way into those spaces where accidents occur.
I can't stand how mushy you
I
are.
have no idea.
I believe in the beauty of the world.
Well, I thought I was campy, but I mean, you take the cake, sir.
Love is beyond me. All I know
Let's
is
go
good
to the
party.
market.
Let's go to
You
market.
guys head off to the market. Drag you over here. Give me a second. Get us set up here. This is our marketplace. There is a massive tree you guys see in the center of it. It's a little late in the afternoon now, so getting close to about dinner time. It's kind of the crowd has kind of cooled out since then. There are still people milling about for the most part. Most of the stalls and shops are still open. You do not see Felix or Celine here yet, though. I want you guys to let me know where you want to start and how you want to hide, basically, and anything you want to try to get done beforehand. But I need to check real quick with our camera guy because I've just been informed I only have like 10 minutes on a call for some reason. Was I not logged into this or something? I am. It just says that I only have call ends in 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's given us the same thing.
Okay, we might need to do something here in a few minutes then.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go until that boots out, and then we'll take a second and we'll figure out what's
I know what
going
the
on.
problem is. Google Meet, I just encountered this the other day. Free Google Meet decided that you have to start paying for a pay service to
We should be
get
paying
the
for it.
unlimited.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should be paying
okay.
for it. It's just not working. I don't know.
All right.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
But we'll figure it out as soon as it ends. Let's just keep proceeding until that point.
At which point we'll just play a little commercial for technical difficulties.
Da, 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 da.
We'll be right back after these messages.
After these messages.
All right.
All right. Market-wise, is there any
Right.
place that sells like a big cloak or maybe large hat? Something. My stealth is not terrible, but in terms of doing things, I do things one way.
Box with a
And
question mark
once
on
I
it.
start doing it
Yeah.
that way, things are going to go downhill. So I think I should. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to try not to override everybody else, and you're going to not fuck this up because I need that money.
I'm gonna find a close by florist, and
A florist. Very well.
Yeah.
There's actually
that's
most
an
of the
idea.
vegetables and grown things
just
are
sounds
on
good.
this side of the map. So I can
Right.
set you up over there. Who was it wanted to go over there?
That would be Ian.
You're
Ian.
going.
Oh, thank you.
First thing I need
It's
to do
the
is,
extension
before we
cable.
get over there,
Give me
I
one.
am going to cast Disguise Self as
Okay.
as part of Furbolg magic, just to look like the most plain, unassuming.
Sheep.
Yeah, well, no, human.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Disguise Self can do that, sheep, or I would totally do that. Yeah.
It does seem to work to cover up your accent, though.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Took care of that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I want to find someone selling wine.
There is a winery over here.
Did he
They
get
actually
quieter
have
for
many
anybody
beers.
else?
And
You got
Did I?
him much quieter for the rest.
it's on our audio.
It's on
and
our
don't
end.
it's
don't
on
worry
our
about
end.
it.
Okay, don't worry about
Okay.
it.
There is a small spot over here. They actually sell beers and alcohol outside. There's a chair or two right outside the bar. I can set you up over here. If you're looking for a bit of wine, they can get you.
Yeah, I'm looking to get the young lovers a good bottle of wine, or see if they have anything better than mine, which is probably not true, but you know.
I mean, yeah, probably not.
Um,
I'm sure only yours is the finest of wine.
Of
so-
course.
I didn't catch what you said because we were dealing with audio stuff, but I'd like to pretend to be the florist, and I'll pay him
Nice.
to run his shop for just a little bit.
Nice.
All right, give me a quick persuasion on that.
Okay, sounds good. And that's an 18, and I'll pay him 5 gold to work for me to sell stuff for him for a little while. Just
So-
take a short break. I'll handle things here. Don't worry. I'll be an excellent florist.
So just to get this clear, you walk up to him and say, "Hey, here's 5 golds. I want to work at your shop for the next 20 minutes."
Yeah, basically. I'm paying him to take a break.
He's looking at the gold, looks around, he's about to shut up shop anyways. He's like, well, here's the key. Have a good one.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm sitting on a bench
Matthew.
across from the florists.
While you're over by the bar, suddenly this one guy walks over with this floral apron on. He says, "I have no idea, but drinks on me." He starts paying for some of the guys.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. You are barely audible to me
Oh.
right now. I don't think it's you. It's on our end.
Check
Yeah.
your connection right there.
Oh, is it me?
Oh, is it just you?
It probably could be.
We're on one
Oh, we're
line
on
and
one
we're having
thing.
some trouble, but I've got you through one ear.
Oh, here, hold on. Let me see if I can. I'll put you through both ears and see if that might help.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get you guys too.
Just straight through?
Oh, there we go.
We're good now.
There we
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So guy in floral apron just starts paying for everybody at the bar.
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. Hey, I like this guy. Hey, Dostrovia. Hey, it's good.
Alex, where are you hiding?
Like I said, is there any shop that's selling like clothes? Maybe something I could.
There
cut
is a
myself up?
shop in the corner. It is a little on the fancy side, bit of a boutique there. But let me just put it this way: it might be a little too classy for a barbarian half orc. But if you can talk your way in the door, sure, why not?
Let's take a crack at it. I think I'm gonna go up. Is there anybody at the front door?
Just inside of it, yes.
Okay.
And they look at you and they say, "May I help you?"
Well, let's find out. What do you say? I mean, you've got wares, I've got money. You have a whole bunch of stuff in here that probably wouldn't stand up very well to extended abuse. What do you say?
Roll me an intimidation here.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
A bunch of delicate.
4 plus 2, 6.
Yeah.
6. Your intimidation was a 6.
You are
I want to mention that she has like an axe with a pillow strapped to it.
It does cut down on the
Well, I will take my business elsewhere, and if you guys have anything like Yelp, buckle up.
You will.
All right, I'm just gonna go climb in the big tree bush in the middle and just try to hide.
Yelp. It's the feature that you can buy from the town crier where they just
Yeah,
yelp
you
it in.
yell at him. This place sucks.
I'm sorry
So
to.
you go in there, you be like, I'm going to, and then your voice kind of cracks, and you kind of come off as really Valley Girl. And it's kind of like underwhelming Valley Girl at that. But he's like, sure. And he actually offers you a cloak that really looks like it's more of a rag. But it's charged way overpriced at like 3 or 4 gold.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna go take my rag cloak and hide in a tree and think about this obsessively and how I would have replayed that conversation for just nonstop.
Go ahead and give me a climb. Noah, where are you going?
Actually, can we
sorry.
pause for just 1 second and deal with our technical issue?
Or time limit here.
So that's an 11 on the climb.
You got yourself up in the tree.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go ahead and just throw our bee right back. Give us 5, maybe 6, 7 minutes, and we'll be back
Get
live
this all
again.
set back up. All right.
Hey, we're back.
Yay.
Thank you so much for being patient with us. It is our first stream, and we're having minor technical difficulties, but I think we got it worked out.
Yep.
Hopefully there's no more issues for the rest of this call. Do you want to get us going again?
Unless we want to thank all the sponsors first.
Which is Verge Games, right?
And done.
I think it's pretty much just Verge
Yep, we're
Games.
done.
That's it. So let's go.
All right. Where we left off 5 minutes ago, Alex had failed to threaten a shop owner and purchased something way overpriced instead, and then climbed a tree and started sulking.
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
sitting-
Got up the tree.
I am sitting under said tree, across from the flower shop. Again, going prankst, no, tank, no, span, no, that's definitely not right. Okay, let me see here. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep an eye out on the flower shop and the tavern from the angle there, and try and keep an eye out for our young, luckless individual.
All right, Alex, as you climb up your tree, how high are you going?
Enough that I could jump down, say, onto somebody. Let's call it. Let's call it
A little
like,
closer to him then.
yeah, like maybe a 10 feet.
10 feet up, hidden, but not
Yeah.
that far up the tree. Certainly no problem.
I mean,
You're
you're
just
laughing,
below
but
you.
that's
You
genius.
see a bard trying to come up with rhymes
Thank you.
for some reason. Noah, where are you heading?
Yeah, I would like to. So underneath that tree, is there like a grassy area? What is underneath that large tree that's in the center?
In the center of the area there is a bit of dirt around it, where the stone just kind of ends. There's not much grass growing here.
And then, are we anticipating them coming to the tavern, or the where are we anticipating them coming to? We just know market generally.
The market. You don't know
Okay.
more.
The market. All right.
I would like to then also climb up into the tree, and find myself a little place to kind of lie on my stomach and sit like this, and ponder what love could come between these two.
I came here to
I'm
be
sorry.
alone, and it's getting so crowded.
Give me a climb while I try
Yeah.
and hold back my gag reflex.
Oh jeez.
Mm.
Well,
So
only one
gonna
of them is
be,
up the tree with you. The
athletics
other
or
one is down the
acrobatics?
Yeah,
bottom.
athletics or acrobatics on that.
Maybe he's rhyming.
That's true.
This would be athletics.
in
Sorry,
his
this would be
head.
athletics.
In his head. Maybe.
An 8?
Well,
Maybe
you
it's not
climb
getting
up the
crowded.
tree, and you make your way.
Oh.
And as you do so, you grab onto a branch, and then it immediately snaps, and you fall down to the ground.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics to try and make the landing here.
14. 14.
14.
Oh, I thought that was a 1, but it was a 7.
You grab on a branch, it snaps in your hand, you go cartwheeling out of the sky and land on your feet, perfectly planting it, branch in hand. The entire small little group of people, including the florist standing by the bar, see it happen and all start applauding.
Yeah.
I would like to take a bow. And then back up
Ah!
slowly. And yeah, just get myself kind of near the tree and lean on it after my embarrassment.
Trying to make it look cool. Sure thing. You're leaning against a tree. Other side, there's a bard. Above it is basically a whiny barbarian who got ripped off. As you guys are watching, though, it doesn't take too long before you notice that Celine, wearing a blue skirt, comes walking into the market. At the same time, just a few minutes, well, about the same time, on the opposite end of the market, Felix arrives. And it looks like he's kind of dressed himself up a little bit, cleaned himself, got that, combed his hair today sort of thing going on. And it looks like that though they are both here looking for the other one, they're on the opposite ends of the market with a giant tree in between them, and they don't notice each other.
Which one was on the side of my florist shop?
The floral shop? Well, your floral shop is like dead center in the middle here.
Okay.
You're sitting right over here. They're on these two far sides.
Okay.
I'm going to stand up and sort of make my way over, kind of putting myself in a V between them and the floral shop. And I'm going to start singing Galway Girl. And I ask you, friend, what's a feller to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. I'm trying to get their attention.
Go ahead and give me a performance.
All right, I can do that. So that is going to be... I'm very good at that. 13?
13? Not bad, not bad. It twangs a little bit there at the start, but you get into the rhythm of it and you start taking off the song.
Yeah, got to adjust for the flat G string. It's fine.
The humidity is very different in this area.
Exactly.
Than
Exactly. The change in temperature and the entire time-space function probably.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Warp
Minor
that a little
dimensional
bit.
shift that you have to
Yeah.
account for.
Just gotta account for the loose G string. It's fine.
Felix does move a little bit closer in your direction, though Celine is actually looking the other way at this point.
Can I put on I assume there's an apron or something behind the counter and I'll,
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll grab some flowers and a bouquet and head out and try to make myself look slightly different than how I would normally look as florist Postle.
Roll me a disguise then.
Okay, sounds good.
While I'm over there, I'm gonna go ahead and wink at him and add an inspiration, bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Sure. What'd you get?
That is a
It's a
D4.
D4.
So that would be a 21. Blackjack.
Wow. Well, 21. With a 21, you basically hop back. You find some certain leaves. You crunch those up in order to give yourself a different coloring to your hair. Get different clothing. You turn your jacket inside out. By the time you step back outside, the bard barely recognizes you.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
I assume that I have some monk robes. I'd like to put the monk robes on and then put the
jacket on.
yeah
The vest on.
I don't know, apron. Apron.
The smock. The smock.
Yeah, and then I'll grab a bouquet of flowers and I'll walk over to what was his name again?
Felix.
Felix. And I'll go up to him and say, Sir, take these, please. I can't carry them. I can't have them anymore. You and only you can prevent florist friars.
Florist friars. Oh my god.
And I'll hand him the bouquet of flowers and kind of head back to the shop.
Give me a performance.
Sorry.
Thank
That's
God,
a 17.
Thank God I crossed square. Hi.
All right. Felix walks over
I'm a
here.
dad, okay? I can do this now. I'm allowed.
You go up to give him your little spiel, and he takes the flowers like, what? And he's very confused at what just happened as you tearily walk away back into your shop. I assume you then shut the door and turn the closed sign.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And now he's standing around with flowers, very confused about what's happening.
I keep getting upstaged. I can't top that.
Well, no, you're there. You're providing the music. Now he has flowers. We're setting this guy up for success.
Yeah.
Celine's still facing the wrong way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Celine's kind of looking over at the
I'm gonna see if
roof
I
of
can
the-
throw a little stick at her to make her turn around.
A little stick. Little stick.
Yeah.
Well,
Small branch.
Define little for yourself.
Okay,
get
the
some
barbarian
dollars
in the
to go.
tree,
Yeah,
sulky,
no
decides to tear off a branch and chuck it at Celine. Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy.
Come on, baby.
Oh.
Oh boy.
That is gonna be a 6 to
Oh,
hit.
Oh boy.
Okay. Alex, so upset and everything, just gonna solve this problem and regain some of that glory. Reach down and yanks off the branch. It's more connected than you thought it was, but your strength with all that bulky barbarianness of it. You tear the branch right off, and it completely snaps the one you're standing on. Give me an acrobatics as you come tumbling down, holding onto a branch.
Want to see if I can catch something on the way down, not, maybe stay a little bit in the tree.
You got this.
Let's see, 11 plus acrobatics or athletics?
Yep. Acrobatics.
13.
13, that is pretty good. I will let you grab on to one of the branches with your legs as you're coming down. However, this does leave you hanging upside down from a tree, holding on to another branch.
I think I will let the branch go and maybe try to get scuttle.
Escape.
Yeah.
What do you even roll for climbing up a tree super fast because you already fell down and you're all holding on to your legs? I just don't think that was in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
They need to get more specific in
Survival,
that.
because you're just trying to survive.
If you'd like, I will take a strength check to haul yourself rapidly up, or a survival check just to save yourself socially.
Oh, it's going to be strength. That is... Let's see.
Due to the crashing sound, Celine actually does turn and start walking that direction.
Sweet.
Hey,
Successful
nice.
I'm so
failure.
good at my job.
As the branch falls, like probably near me, in front of me, I'm going to start a slight acrobatics performance that's just kind of pointing in the direction of Felix, just like, and like doing flips and stuff too. But
All right, go ahead. Give me a roll for that. Alex, what did you do?
15 on the strength check.
With nothing but your legs, you literally just crunch yourself back up into the tree line.
Nice.
that's a
I should just
non-natural
stay up
20 for
here.
me.
Nice.
A non-natural 20.
Yeah.
I hate to do this,
20.
but we're gonna just take a 1 second break real fast, if you guys don't mind. If we could go to that
Sure.
other screen
Really
real fast.
quick break. 1 second.
Hi, welcome back. I'm so sorry for all the technical difficulties. Apparently, we just got word that we couldn't hear our DM Josiah for the beginning of the game. So we are here with Verge Games on their now just recently kickstarted Lovin Fools game, and we're playing that. We're in the middle of it. Josiah is one of the founders of Verge Games, the creator of this game, and we are so lucky to have him as a DM. Do you want to just give us a really quick recap of what's happened in the last little bit?
Sure thing. You guys have been dragged into the city of Renoa. You are trying to help Felix and Celine on their first date, where you are hired by Felix's grandparents, but Celine's grandmother has sent an army of manservants to ruin the date. And it is your job to make certain that it goes well. And that is where we're at right now, where they're trying to get them desperately to meet each other using a florist friar, a druid who's mostly gone off drinking, a barbarian who's sulking in a tree, a rogue who... I don't remember what happened to the rogue now.
Doing some acrobatics to try and get her towards Felix.
Non-natural
Wow.
20.
Sorry.
Non-natural
20. Starts just doing backflips and pointing the stick in the direction of the other guy every so often. Luckily, I think it has finally reached a point where Felix actually notices Celine on the other side of, I'm not sure what to describe what the hell just happened in the middle of this square. But he realizes, oh! And he rushes over to meet her, holding flowers out before him.
I'm going to give him an inspiration.
Oh my
Just to
god.
try to avoid any like tripping, stumbling, shoving the flowers in her face, for instance.
I'll tell you what. Alright. Felix, realizing his mistake and seeing Celine there now, rushes over to meet her. But he kind of trips over that branches that were kind of knocked onto the ground. But luckily, he catches another one as he's going by because you gave him inspiration. And kind of swings his way forward to land in front of Celine.
Ooh.
It's honestly a little impressive. He's impressed that he did it.
First impressions.
Celine,
They're very important.
first impressions. Celine kind of smiles and is kind of staring up at the branch. He's like, oh, I read it in a book somewhere. I'm sure it'll be all the rage soon. And oh, here. And she's kind of smiles and takes the flowers. And Felix offers her his arm and asks, I hope you're hungry. I have reservations at the Happy Brothers restaurant. Now, give me a quick perception for the rest of you.
Oh, wait.
18 for me.
18. 8.
21.
21.
5.
5.
Don't
The
worry
branches
about that.
got in the way.
The cloaks kind of got wrapped around, up in the tree, all that jazz.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. All right. So the one with the 15, you notice that there are 2 mustached guards in the market over by this far door. Entrance, I should say. They turn and they disappear.
Sorry, which door? I was looking down.
Down here, this
Thank
little
you.
entrance to the market.
Cool.
But the 2 of you who got 20 there notice that both of them seem to have very fine gentleman's suit beneath their uniforms and had a mustache. Both of them shared a mustache.
Share a mustache?
Share a mustache? like one's got one
They
side.
have similar,
Okay.
They're not like-
It's like braided
similar
together.
That
mustaches.
would be just incredible.
Hey, you know
honestly.
what? You know what? Fashions are fashions, man. You know, it's a look. It's a look.
We are all a slave to it. Celine, though, she kind of lights up at the idea and says, it sounds really nice. But that place always kind of frightened me. Are you sure it's going to be safe? Felix kind of straightens up a little bit and he kind of grins and gets this look. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll be all right. I know if you stay together. You'd know. And Celine smiles, and together the 2 of them head off down the same direction those guards just disappeared. Now, they start walking down the, what is it called? The river walk. The road that runs right along one of those rivers. You guys are probably going to want to follow them, but who's going to do that and how?
Oh, me. And trying to catch up to them as quickly as I can without making it obvious. Shoot, I can only do disguise self once. Poop. Yeah.
Well, they didn't really notice you
They
too
didn't
much
go
in that
you're the only one who
marketplace.
didn't interact with them.
What's that?
You were the only one who didn't interact
Yeah,
with them.
that's
so
fine.
You're still
Yeah,
solid.
yeah. I'm just trying to make myself look as nice as I can without. I didn't really specify what I was wearing, so I probably was still just wearing. Honestly, with who I am, I probably was wearing nicer clothing, not necessarily like a suit and tie, but like.
So we're not quite reaching Beauty and the Beast levels, going to a date thing.
Right, but not like shabby adventurer's clothing, because I am a salesperson at the end of the day.
Yep.
But I do travel, so somewhere between traveling salesman and full adventurer.
So less traveling hobo and more traveling salesman.
Yeah. But still trying to follow them that direction.
Sure, no problem there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. I'm assuming the rest of you are just following Matthew here.
Lordy.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
I'll just drop out of the tree and kind of start moving.
I'm just gonna like post nonchalantly up against the mouth of the alleyway, just kind of strumming.
I think I probably have to ask one of these guys where they went, because I did terribly perception-wise.
See, I love that dice. Dirty 20 again.
Dirty 20, nice one. Ian, as you are heading out the shop, an old woman comes up and says, "Hello, can I grab some daffodils, please?"
Absolutely, that'll be 1 frying pan. Do you happen to have a frying pan?
Hey, whatever.
Well, I purchased one earlier, but I'm not certain why that's currency now.
Well, here you go. And I'll have like as many daffodils as like a frying pan would be worth, and trade her for it.
You just grab an armful of daffodils. Here you go.
And then I'll like close the shop and take my frying pan with me.
You're heading
Know
down
that
there.
exchange rate.
I don't know. I just make sure that she got her flowers worth, or her frying pans worth.
As you're heading off towards the way, the old lady, arms full of daffodils, just starts walking away like a bush. Over by the bar, the florist drinking takes a look and sees this old woman walking away with just about every flower in his shop, while you run off in the opposite direction of holding a frying pan.
Does that
Gold
make
was
you
worth 5
a-
gold.
Does that make you a frying florist fryer?
I was gonna make me a frying fryer.
Wait, do you have kids? Are you allowed to do that yet? I
Have
don't.
the
He's a
shirt,
d-
dude.
Okay,
Would it be
Fine,
a
fine,
fleeing,
fine.
frying forest fire?
A fleeing frying florist fryer.
Suddenly the stream went the wrong direction.
Well, as the 5 of you run off to make your way down the alley, you head off to the river walk as you hear a voice behind you say, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am, ma'am!" As the florist chases down the old woman.
You guys regretting buying drinks for everybody suddenly.
I am going to indicate to Alice the Barbarian that we need to go in that direction, since I
Thank
don't
you.
think she knows what's
Sure
going
thing.
on.
I forgot that your name was Alice.
My deep-voiced lady, they are this way.
My deep voice. I love you.
Alrighty, you guys are heading off down that way. Matthew gave us a solid stealth roll there, so it's not too hard for you to remain hidden from what is basically an oblivious couple on their first date. After a very short walk, the couple comes around the bend on the river, and the Happy Brothers restaurant comes into view. It sits on a small island just off the side of the river, and it seems to kind of stand apart from the rest of the city. It's got this distinguished quality that kind of sets it apart from the rest of the world. Light is spilling out of the windows of the restaurant, carved oak doors with a doorman standing at the front at the end of a bridge. It even has rose pink stone holding intricate glass windows along all of the walls. Trestles running along with a small garden that goes up to the roof. Go ahead and give me a perception check, though.
I am killing it. Whoa! That's a nat 1.
We have a very observant barbarian here.
16 for me.
Now give Alice a little break here.
19?
She was very upset with her shopping spree earlier.
You did fall in.
Only
you
7
did
for
fall
me,
pretty hard.
so.
You might have knocked your
Oh.
head a
I
little.
think
bit.
I have the highest.
It still have some like twigs in your eyes, and
sure.
you know.
So I have 14, and then Dominic.
I have the highest with the 19.
All right. Any of you guys who got over 16, which is everyone but Alice and Ian, Matthew and Ian. I just think of you as Alice now.
Go ahead.
Alex.
You notice that the mustached, the mustached doorman looks eerily similar to one of the guards you saw back at the market square.
Is there any way to tell between the 3 of them who might possibly be in charge?
The three of what?
The three of these mustachioed individuals.
There's only one at the door.
Only one at the door. Okay.
Yes.
And
You see Felix and Celine cross the bridge that leads to the restaurant, walk right up to him, and he opens the door and holds it open for them, and they step inside.
all right.
Well, they don't seem to be integrating too much.
I'm gonna kind of follow behind them about 50 feet. When I get to the front door, I'm gonna go ahead and shake the doorman's hand, and I'm going to cast suggestion.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say, take the rest of the night off, buddy.
One moment here. Go ahead. I will need to roll a will save for that, won't I?
I believe so. Let me double check here.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Sorry. I still think in
wisdom,
terms of
13.
3.5.
While he's rolling, I'm gonna whisper in your ear, and tell him I'm going to wait on their table for him.
Okay.
Tell him I will take their table.
All right.
Yes, I'll take their order.
Very well. As you walk up, you can see that you walk over to the restaurant. You have to cross the entire bridge. It's very open. You get up to the, let's see now, it was the bard, right? Doing this?
Yeah.
You get up to the doorman, shake his hand, cast suggestion, and says, and he pauses for a moment, and he says, "Do you have a reservation?"
Oh shit.
He rolled just a little too high for you.
Oh, shoot.
Damn.
I actually don't have a reservation. I'm one of the performers.
Oh, I can assure you will not be needed tonight, sir.
Right then. And I'm gonna go around back.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, I was gonna go into the back anyways.
Yeah.
There is another bridge that seems to lead to the back of the kitchen. You're going to. Dominic, since you are there, you can see through the windows, just on the doors, that it looks like Celine and Felix are standing just inside, waiting for the maitre d', but nothing seems to be happening at the moment. But you're gonna hop back across the bridge and make your way around.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan for all of us.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Walking around to the other side, there is in fact a bridge over here. It leads to the back door of the kitchen, and it has a bunch of barrels off to the side and these double doors on a ramp right in front of you.
All right. I mean, I don't really have anything to keep us going. How well do you all sing?
Sink?
I have beautiful singing voice.
All right.
I learned from Luxodons.
I'll trust the
Beautiful
two of
singing
you.
voices.
All right.
My looks make up for my voice, but I can do it.
Oh boy.
Do they?
All right. Okay,
Do what?
Well,
Do what?
Nothing.
here's our cover. We are the performers for tonight. Just kind of hum along. Don't necessarily do anything else. I can take over the strings, and you all will be my backup hummers. And we'll see where this goes.
All right. Who's leading the way in?
I'll go ahead and lead the way. Kind of be the face of the group.
You
guys.
mentioned Trellis. Is there like a second story to this restaurant, or is it just one?
It is a one-story restaurant.
Okay.
Mostly, I thought about making a second-story restaurant, but mostly because it's really hard to do that with a map.
Right. But so is our roof line? Are we talking a flat roof, peaked roof, any kind of windows on the second story?
It does peak a little bit. There are some skylights that kind of shine down onto it, but that's all.
I'll link up with you guys. I'm gonna crawl up the trellis.
All right. Alice is going to keep trying to climb her way to victory.
I was going to say, because climbing has worked out
Please.
so well for you so far.
Oh no!
Okay, 7.
That was so close to good.
I'm going to say you start with the barrels right over there, and you start to climb up it. As you do, the door. Before Dominic can even reach for the doors, they fly open and smack you in the back,
Oh.
and you fall down on top of the barrels here. Inside, you see one of those mustachioed gentlemen pushing a cart out the back door.
Sweet.
With behind him 2 more are set up in the kitchen.
Alice, you maybe
And-
want to kill? I mean, Bruce.
Well, the one at the door takes one look at you and sees you guys staring back at him, grabs a meat cleaver and chucks it.
Whoa.
Roll me
nice.
for initiative.
Oh,
His time. Oh, mother of pearl!
That's not good. 6.
6 for me as well.
I got a
Six.
22.
You're on thin ice,
22?
buddy. What the hell?
Like,
I rolled
14
a
here.
19 plus 3.
All right, I got myself a 15.
Oh boy.
3. So only person who beat me was Dominic. Dominic,
All right.
I'll let you guys know I do initiative just a little bit differently than most.
Okay.
Whoever beats me can go first, then I'll go, and then I'll just let you guys take your turns in any order you want. I don't
Sweet.
care.
Lovely. Lovely.
Interesting.
All right.
It saves me a lot of time and effort.
I am going to point at the individual who just threw the meat cleaver.
Guidance.
Mhm,
Guidance.
Oh, he's going to cast guidance on me.
He doesn't get a turn. You get
That's
you
true,
beat everyone
that's
else on
true. His
initiative.
action.
Yeah.
His action. I always forget. Is not. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll go ahead and I will turn to him and I'll say, "Oh, knife to meet you too." And I'm going to cast vicious mockery on him. Or let me see here. No, sorry, not vicious mockery. I'm going to cast hideous laughter on him. It's going to be a 13 wisdom save.
13 wisdom. One moment.
The only instance that these dad jokes can be used is for hideous laughter. Is the only reason I will accept.
I completely failed that. What
Awesome.
happens to me?
So he will, as I tell him the joke, you see him begin to like chuckle, like, and then he just falls to the ground, completely like losing it.
Okay, he in a gentlemanly like way starts snorting, trying to contain himself, holding on to the counter as he's been basically knocked down by
And
your
he-
horrible dad joke.
Yep, and he is prone. At the end of each of his turns, he can try and make an additional wisdom save.
Alright.
Unless he succeeds, he continues to laugh. And he
Righto.
can do nothing else on his turn.
On his turn, he rolls a 14 to recover. Is that
Shoot.
enough?
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
Well, your joke wasn't that good.
Okay.
He's managed to stand back up, and he grabs himself another meat cleaver from the shelf.
Oh boy.
The other two, they're gonna hold right now. One can't actually see what's going on. The other grabs one of the cutting boards and flings it out the door at you. And that is a 18 to hit. Who's in the front there? That would be,
That would be me.
Yes,
I have
18. Does that hit you?
I have an AC of 13, so yes, it does.
Ooh. All right, he's gonna hit you for 6 points of damage as a cutting board takes you right in the face.
All right.
All right. After that, it is your guys' turn.
Do you mind if I go?
Go.
Go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna start by casting spiritual weapon, and I assume that whatever one of them is closest to us, a giant spiritual frying pan appears above them and swings at them. Does a 14 hit?
14 hit. Yes, it does.
Okay. That is 5 damage. Or sorry, that's 5. That's 8 damage. I don't remember what kind. I want to say radiant, but it might be.
Yeah, it's radiant damage.
Radiant.
It's radiant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, is it fire with a fire pan?
it might be.
Thought I'd ask. Cold iron, maybe? I don't know. Very well. A frying pan suddenly appears above this guy as he's holding on, dragging himself up from the counter and starts whacking him on the head. Doing 8 solid points of damage. Alex, what do you have?
I am having a really bad day, and I'm deciding if this is enough to flip me into rage. But I think I'm going to start by just getting up.
That's probably a solid choice, yes.
Yeah. And then after getting up to have enough movement left over to get to the guy closest to the door.
Tell you what, if you go ahead and rage, I will give you an athletics attempt to just literally just chuck yourself from there, bodily throwing yourself at him.
Let's do it.
Oh no.
That's 20!
Yes.
So 25.
All right,
Nice.
without even bothering to get up, lying on top of barrels, you basically flip over, go into a Valley Girl rage, and just fling yourselves at the first manservant you can find, who is currently being beaten over the head with a frying pan.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give yourself an attack on him.
That doesn't count.
That's
Off my arm.
Nice!
Yes.
2 in a row!
not 20.
That die is hot and cold, man.
I know. Now you're rolling good, now
Yep.
that we're in combat, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's
How much
see.
damage?
1d12.
It'd be
plus-
2d12.
Oh, right. 2d12.
And do you get the extra damage because of rage, or?
You might have
Plus
to borrow
2
it from
damage.
him.
So 2d12 plus 5. So let's do. That's 9. That's 11. 25.
25, and it's critical.
25 points of damage?
Yes.
25,
Yeah.
And it's a critical hit, isn't it?
That was what I doubled the dice.
Oh, you
so it
doubled
was,
that.
yeah.
Okay, great.
That had better be doubled.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, that doesn't matter in the slightest. Basically, you launch yourself from the barrels, slide across the cart with the tray on top of it, slam into him, and just like
your
bodily
cards, too.
bash him into the ground.
It's plus 3 and then 5 raging.
Okay.
He collapses entirely.
Nice.
And
Alice!
as you spin around to stare at the rest of the restaurant, you see 2 other guys standing there going,
They
As
said
this
no
boy
blood!
as she comes flying in and just takes someone out. All right, Noah, your turn.
Yeah. I am going. How far away is the next guy from where the door is?
he's like you're about 10, 15 feet from getting inside,
Okay.
and then he's another 15 feet from there.
Okay. Well, I'll move all the way to him, and then just start beating him with my rapier with a heart pillow on it, just smacking him repeatedly.
Does it just
I
turn
assume
into
it-
bludgeoning damage? At this
Yeah,
point?
I guess it's bludgeoning damage at this point. So yeah.
You make your way in there. Alrighty, go ahead and go make your attack. He is defending himself as he's grabbed yet another cutting board and a ladle on top of that, and he's trying to use it as a shield.
So that's a 13.
13. That will get past him.
Awesome. 1d8. Let's see. There's 3.
Oh.
That's 4 damage, and I'll just yell at him as I'm doing that. Love will prevail.
The manservant's trying to hold you off with a cutting board, screaming, "Get a hold of yourself, sir!" That leaves us, Matthew.
Yes.
I don't think we got to you yet.
So I'm going to cast Shillelagh on the staff that I'm holding, which is basically just a large grapevine from our winery, and it just starts sprouting more leaves and getting a little bit beefier. Gets a couple of large grapes on it, just gets really big. Kind of step in and look at you and go, hold on, let me try. And I just start pummeling the guy with the staff. And yeah.
Which
so
one you going after?
The one inside that
Cutting
Noah
board
is
guy.
beating. Yeah.
The
the
one
one
that no
that
one was going for.
The one
let
that
me
Noah's
just read
beating.
here.
Yeah.
If you just charged for him and just like dove over the countertop,
Yeah, sure, just-
you could probably reach him.
Just kind of jump over and just try and baseball swing, just across the face.
With your engorged staff.
Yeah. Ooh. 18, 19.
That's a good roll.
That'll
24.
definitely hit. Yeah.
24. Let's see. So that's 1d8 plus 4. Whoop.
Oh!
Hey, Phoenix, what does that say?
That disappeared into the
No,
darkness.
no,
for
that
me.
doesn't-
Just
that
roll
doesn't-
another one.
that
If it's
doesn't-
off the table, it doesn't count.
I know that doesn't count. I'm just
Apparently, our dice box isn't big enough for you.
kidding. So that's a 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
As you slam him with a staff over, as you slide across the table, one grape explodes everywhere. Red wine for everyone, apparently.
It's not blood. It's not blood. It's not blood. I promise.
Alrighty, Dominic,
All right.
you're the last one.
Okay.
Oh,
Or is the guy that they're both currently attacking still standing?
Yes, he's still
Okay.
standing.
I am going to. What the heck? I still have one spell slot for second level. I am going to go ahead and. Actually, sorry, I have 2 spell slots left. So I'll go ahead and look at him, and I say, "Wait, good sir. I must ask you a question. Where's the coffee?" And I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter at him again.
I think we're doing Matt psychic damage.
I'm gonna walk out of here with a headache.
And so I'm sorry, I have to roll
That's
the
a
will on
wisdom
that
saving
one.
throw
Wisdom.
13.
See, inside I love
no,
him.
nowhere
I just
near
have
it.
to pretend.
I only got 7.
So
Well,
again,
that's
he falls prone.
Inside, I'm making a
And
note
Alright,
of
he falls
my-
down
my
laughing.
bard
Yep,
characters.
and he can't do anything for his. I think we actually did the last one incorrectly because you can't do anything for the turn. At the end of the turn, they can try and make the save.
Okay,
So
well,
they're
that's the
so this guy's essentially incapacitated for his turn.
He just grabbed
Okay.
the cleaver last time.
Yeah.
So.
He will basically start giggling and thinking, Mustache! As he falls to the ground. The last gentleman, it's his turn now. He grabs a pot in one hand and a colander in another, and he leaps over the counter, going to swing at Noah. And he's going to get... That will definitely hit you. That would be a 20.
Oh yeah.
Well, with a 20, he does 6 points of damage to you. Catching you somewhere between a colander and a pot. Unfortunately, the other guy is incapacitated, and my last guy is giggling like a little girl. But he does manage to stop giggling, although he is lying down on the ground,
All
chuckling
right.
still.
If he's, let me see here. 6 feet. Is that no? It's a saving throw, so that doesn't count. Just wanted to make sure.
No. All right, good. It is back to your guys' turn. Let's start with Alex. Go right ahead.
I'm going to jump in. I am going to frenzy and reckless attack the one undamaged guy.
Okay.
So let's drive. Is that enough distance for me to close?
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. It's only
Okay,
a square.
totally.
We got you.
All right, so I'm gonna take advantage on both attacks, but I'll take attacks against me will have advantage this round. So
All right.
first attack, 11, 16 to hit.
16 will definitely hit, yes.
All right, and then I'm just gonna take the second. 3, 19. All right, and then that's gonna be 2d12 plus 5. Where's the 12? Thank you.
12. I only have 1.
Oh, that sucks. So 6, and then 12.
Nice.
6 and 12. That is 18 points of damage for him then. A solid hit. Who is next? Ian, go right ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead. As my bonus action, I will move my spiritual frying pan to whoever's closest to me, and I would like to I'd like to move towards that person also, and what I would like to achieve is the spiritual frying pan and my frying pan collide, and I want to just sandwich them. Is what I want to
Very Beauty
do
and the
with
Beast,
my
I mean.
action and my bonus action.
Sure thing. I'll move you in here. Going for the same one as Alex. Your frying pan goes for him as well. Give it a shot.
The frying pan would be a improvised weapon, which I do not have proficiency with, so that would be.
Unless you have, do you have?
I'm.
Like,
I
you
wanna,
don't have. You don't have. What is it?
I don't. I think.
Tavern Brawler.
So, I think the lower of the two is still an 18.
The lower of the two is an 18, then you are fine. Yes, you've definitely hit this guy.
But
He's dressed as a chef, wearing a suit.
getting boxed upside the ears by 2 frying pans.
So that's. Well, sorry. One. What would a frying pan be? That's a
It's your spiritual
D4.
weapon.
I mean,
It's your
bludgeoning-
spiritual weapon.
No,
Yeah, they're
the not spiritual frying pan. A
Oh, the
regular.
not spiritual frying pan. Yeah,
I mean,
probably
what's
improvised
pretty
weapon.
standard,
Yeah,
pretty
what is an
standard
improvised
bludgeoning.
weapon?
I think
Is
it's
it
just
a
D4.
1d4.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's pretty shitty for a frying pan.
Um, so that would be a total of 3, 4, 5 damage between both of them.
That is just enough to drop it.
That was I rolled 2 ones.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, getting pummeled by a barbarian and then an impromptu chef, it took him out. Noah, before you on the ground is a mostly still giggling manservant dressed as a chef, and he looks up at you and he holds up his hands and he says, "Parley?"
You are pathetic, my good sir. Get up.
He brushes himself off and rises from the floor, and he says, he looks around, seeing his other 2 friends are basically pretty bruised and groaning. He says, "I think we'll just excuse ourselves now."
Sit down. You have besmirched the name of love here today, sir, and I can't excuse that.
Yeah.
Can I cast Entangle real quick and see if I can just hang on to them?
Hang on to them? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
see if we can just hold them for questioning real quick. So
You
I'll
wanna
cast
show-
Entangle. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I'll
Where
cast...
do you want to hide? Where would you like to put them in this little?
Well,
kitchen?
let's bring them outside. Alice, can you just like hang on to them? We'll bring them outside for
Yeah.
a second. Okay. We'll
Sure,
bring them outside. I'll cast Entangle, which is I'm going to put my staff down on the ground. So those vines will kind of grow up through the ground and grab onto them, which is a DC 14 strength check. I mean, if you want to make it a
Sure,
flavor,
sure.
we want to just hang on to them.
Certainly. There, you can say that they're stuck in an entangled outside, and you guys have gained control of the kitchen.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds both on Whistle and then on myself as well.
Go right ahead.
Guys, does anybody know how to cook?
I'll go ahead.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
Okay.
One of the manservants, the one who was giggling on the floor, who is still mostly conscious, as you are leaving him entangled outside, he does mention, "Oh, by the way, I was working on a fresh garden salad for booth 2 with extra tomatoes."
Oh, good. I will take care of that.
Trying to ruin their dinner with extra tomatoes.
Dressing? Dressing? Russian dressing?
let us rejoice that I know how to cook. I'll go.
I'll dressing.
No, well, what kind of dressing?
I believe it was the house.
Oh, house dressing. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna sidle up to the most conscious of our entangled guys and just hey, I like your mustache. How many of you are there?
Thank you.
Like all together, like
All together,
how many went out today?
roughly a dozen, sir.
Oh, ma'am.
I beg your pardon, sir.
They
Ma'am,
said no
ma'am.
blood. You're very lucky.
He pauses and he looks down at himself covered in red.
My dear Alice, he is still conscious.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna choke him out. Just like sleep just like, all right, taking a nap. All right.
He's holding on. Ma'am, ma'am.
Yeah. What's up?
Please don't.
No. All right, so we got about 9 more of these guys.
I think we can handle them.
Robin, do you want to go be the maitre d' and let them to their table?
Well,
Oh,
I thought I'd
suppose.
let you guys know real quick. They actually have, now that you have control of this kitchen, it is fully stocked, cleaned, ready to serve a night of customers, although it is missing its entire staff, and you don't see many waiters.
Oh, I will wait table for them. I will do sommelier. I will do wine.
I
Off
will
in the
start
corner,
cooking.
though, there is a storage area for wine and dry goods, and inside there you see a very large number of unconscious chefs and waiters, along with the spare uniforms in the area.
Oh, rock and roll. Let's
Do any of them look like they would be management material?
Oh God.
There is one guy who has a slightly fancier hat, one guy with a slightly fancier suit than everyone else. They actually look related.
All right. I am going to go ahead and walk up to that individual. Going to put my hand over their mouth and going to cast Cure Wounds. So that's going to be...
Go ahead and give me a quick heal check, though, before you do the cast.
A quick, like, medicine check?
Yes, medicine.
Okay.
Sorry,
No,
I
you're
think in
good.
different terms.
You're good. Medicine is going to be a 21.
21.
Yes.
As you're going up to heal him, you notice you don't see a single wound on him already. He just looks like he's asleep.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just going to go ahead and tap him lightly on the cheek. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to reel back and slap him across the face.
Well, the tapping doesn't work, and then you
Okay.
haul back and give him a solid hit. His eyes flutter a bit, and he's like, "What?" And then you watch as the eyes kind of cloud over, and he falls asleep again.
does anybody have
I'm
dispel
going
magic?
to use. I'm going to use
do
detect
not.
magic,
Okay.
just to see if there's any sort of weirdness on them.
You do notice that there is a bit of hocus pocus going on here. All the people in this little supply closet seem to have a sleep spell going on them.
Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and see here. I do not have dispel. I'm gonna reach back. How do you got to dispel magic?
I know what to do. And I run in and I kiss one of them.
Does
That
that
only
usually
works
wo-
on-
that usually
only works
works
He's
on
for
one-
passed out. He can't consent to that.
That's not
Whistle.
okay. Not okay. It only works on. We all know that only works on sleeping maidens who have pricked their finger on a spinning wheel.
That seems very specific.
It is extremely specific, but it's.
I
not
was told
necessary.
love can fix anything.
By who?
My heart. My heart. That's who.
Love can fix a lot of things. Love can fix a lot of things. Broken hearts, absolutely. Spare dates that don't have a date, absolutely. Walking
Definitely
in
broken
on
hearts.
your-
We're having a hard time coming up with other ideas, though.
Right. Broken hearts, spare dates, but things like people who have been magically put to sleep, things like walking in on your fiance banging the xylophonist, not gonna happen.
Oddly specific.
Extremely specific.
Strangely specific.
While they're doing that, I am sizing up the waiters and the maitre d's and all that, and I'm basically gonna strip one of them down and take his uniform just so it doesn't look weird while we're incognitoing. And
That
just
is
look at them and
very
go,
reasonable.
you know, I am completely in the dark about love and romance, and none of you are helping me.
That's
I'm gonna have to say that it does look a little awkward as you're stripping one of them off their clothing, as Dominic can just kind of point over, like there's a pile of them right over there
Yeah.
of spare clothing.
The kiss didn't work. I want you to know that.
Oh, I just dropped the guy. I'm like, sorry.
I'm
It's going
gonna
to be awkward for you when you wake up.
I'm gonna do a little triage here. I'm gonna pop on one of the outfits and head straight to the door. And if anybody else comes up, I'm just like, we're closed.
Perfect.
Oh,
Alex, as you
very
are
smart.
walking out of the supply closet, you hear a sneeze come from that cart that the manservants were pushing out the back door.
Oh, sweet. Let's see what we got. What's going on?
You check out that cart. It's just basically a large white cart with a handle push bar on the backside with a silver tray on top.
Is it like a tablecloth on the sides
Yes.
situation? First, let's check underneath.
As you grab the tablecloth and you peel it, it actually doesn't want to come, and you have to peel it off. and you realize beneath it is gelatin.
Oh.
Nope.
Is
I don't know
is
what
a
that
mi-
means.
Is that a mimic?
Why don't
Shoot.
Why don't we just push that out the door and
Over the
off the
bridge?
bridge?
Yes, over bridge is a good idea.
As you start to shove the little cart, you hear someone go, "Ah!"
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna check under the little serving dish. See if there's any.
You remove the serving dish lid. You see a man's head sitting there, and he looks up at you, and he says, "Good evening."
Sup.
He kind of turns his head around, looking, and he doesn't see any manservants around him. Says, "I'm
I'm Alice.
Who are you?" "Alice, my dear, I must thank you. Where are these uncouth men with the mustache and the fine, cheap suits?"
I'm gonna rotate the little cart so that his head pivots into view of them all passed out and entangled in vines.
He's a wide smile spreads across his lips, and he looks back to you. "My dear, you are the most exquisite of creatures. Tell
Flattery
me,
will get you
what brings you here?"
everywhere. We're trying to save a date, but after that, if you're not doing anything,
When do you get off?
anyway, what's your name?
"My dear, I'm Renaud Garçon, and I am exceedingly in your debt. These uncouth barbarians in gentlemen's fine evening wear were planning to toss me out of their way and onto the river, and I can assure you I have no idea if gelatin can float."
Well, I think I'm gonna wave the others here. See if you can. All right, we're gonna see if we have any anti-gelatin spell or whatever. I don't do magic. I gotta go to the front, make sure we don't get any other guests in here because we got enough on our plate as is.
I do not understand. Are you trying to run the restaurant now?
I really don't want to have to do that, but it's looking like
The
we're
rest of your
drifting in that
staff
direction.
are a little
Hey, do you know
incapacitated.
dispel magic?
I do not do this magic thing as you speak.
Yeah, me neither.
More of a. I handle the more romantic aspect of deals.
Perfect. This is just the man we need. Or gelatin cart individual. I don't want to assume.
I can assure you, sir, I am the finest of gentlemen.
All right.
Did you actually take a look underneath the entire cloth?
He tried to. And
Yeah,
it
just
wouldn't peel
just
off.
until I saw gelatin, but it kind of
okay.
seems like he's encased.
If you take it off, you do notice that the entire cart is just basically 1 5-foot square of gelatin, with him basically stuck inside, and only his head is above it.
Okay. So
At least
does
he
it
can
look
breathe.
like we could free him from the gelatin?
You could give it a shot.
Okay. Anybody want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I'd like
I
to
have
like
no ability to
Zorro
do
with
so.
my rapier and just like try and chop him out.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll on that.
Oh boy. This could go very good or very wrong.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Oh dear.
Do
Oh,
not
good.
kill this guy.
No blood! No blood!
No blood!
As you go to poke into the gelatin cube, your rapier hits it and it stops dead cold against the side,
oh
and you
boy.
kind of ram into it with your gut, and it slips over the side and it starts cutting a line gouging into it, coming straight up to Renault's face, and he goes, "No!"
I
no,
do
no, no, no,
apologize. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna pull
What is
my
wrong
rapier.
with you? I think I should go back to taking my chances with these uncouth manservants.
I just start trying to. I'm like, there's no help in it. I just start trying to dig into the gelatin with my hands, just like scooping out globules of it and like throwing it on the ground.
As you try, you find that gelatin is as hard as rock. There is no digging into it at all. It barely even wiggles at all.
All right, I think we're gonna need a little bit less of a gentle touch here.
Oh, I've got that. So I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery on myself. So you'll see
Oh, jeez.
fangs and claws, and I'll start at the gelatin instead of just trying to dig at it gently.
Okay.
Just go at it with claw and fang.
Renault is starting to get a little nervous.
Oh, sorry.
You're trying to claw, another one's trying to pull, another one's almost stabbed him in the face already.
Hey, you want out or not? Eh?
I'm not so certain now. He goes, Alex, he turns back to you. My dear, might I inquire why you are all here in the Happy Brothers restaurant today? You do not appear to be staff.
True love.
It's true.
That's all that needs to be said.
As she says that, I just give out a sigh, like,
All right.
I look up at him with the big fangs and go, uh-huh.
All right. Look here. Let me elaborate on this way. All right. We've got a lovely couple here for a wonderful deed. If you could find it in your heart to help us out and make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible, we'll make sure that the town crier gives you a good review on Yelp.
What is this Yelp you all keep talking about?
It's when the town crier goes out and starts yelping.
Oh. I should look into
Renault
this.
hears your explanation, and his eyes just kind of light up. And like, oh, sir, I'm in your debt. I could not do anything but help you now. Your cause cannot possibly be more just. I am, after all, a bit of a romantic myself. And I know a thing or two about impressing the ladies. And what's more, from your attire, I can tell you are basically foreign to all of these. I shall help you.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
If you would be so kind as to remove me from the grasp of this man's teeth and this one's rapier, roll me over towards the door, and I will see what we are working with here.
All right. I grab the cart and I roll it out very slowly towards the main.
To the kitchen door.
Yeah, to the kitchen door.
Renault kind of can peer outside from there, and he takes a look around, and he takes a moment to take in what's going on. He says, "Oh, this is not good."
What isn't good?
Well, first and foremost, this restaurant is empty. What is a romantic restaurant if no one is there? There is no atmosphere, no pomp, no panache.
All right.
How are they even keeping everyone out? It is dinner time. This is one of the finest restaurants in the city. I believe you're going to need to figure out what is going on outside and keeping people off of the. Keep people from arriving.
Doorman. I
Take
got
a
him.
look around here.
Wait, did Felix and Celine leave? They're not there anymore?
He also says, I assume the couple you are speaking of are the fine young gentleman and lady standing by the front door? Why have they not been seated? The restaurant is empty. There are nothing but tables, and yet they wait.
Good question. I'll go ahead and prestidigitate the blood off of myself.
No blood.
No blood.
No blood.
The muck and the.
you may need a uniform.
Oh
as
wait,
well.
yeah. Did that work? Getting the gelatin out?
Oh, no.
No.
It's solid as a rock. You're biting onto steel, basically.
Can I have used?
Renault's... Go ahead.
Can I have used the time that they tried to get him out of the Jello to start cooking? I would like
Absolutely.
to start grabbing
you put yourself
some.
an apron, got yourself your chef's hat, and you just start firing things up.
full on
Renault is going to look
Yeah,
around
no, I have like my frying pan going with some butter and
with the
and
spiritual frying
I
pan
look
on the
over at
side,
you.
flipping.
Yeah, exactly. And then I look over at you and I'm like flipping my steak and I'll be like, "You better get out there. There's too much at stake."
Oh God. Real quick, Renault looks at all of you and he looks to see who has the highest charisma of your group.
That would probably be me.
Probably not me.
Assuming it's Dominic, but I don't know.
I mean, mine is not
I've got +3 on charisma.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
I have
it's
also
you.
+3.
+3. Okay, you and I have. Yeah. All right.
17.
I think the two of you should
Well,
get out there and
He Renault looks from the furbog to the guy who's actually dressed like he could
I'm
actually
still,
fit
I'm still
here.
looking like a human, and I
Oh.
rescinded the claws and the teeth. Well, wait. How
you were
long?
the one who was-
How long has it been since we were in the market?
Half an hour.
I'm trying to remember if wild shape. How long wild shape? Or not wild shape. How long disguise self lasts? How long does disguise self last?
Let me find out.
I have a book if you want to
Oh,
look it up.
it's
but-
it's right here. I've got it. It's 1 hour. Okay, we're still good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
when he's choosing between the bard and the guy who was literally chewing on the gelatin just a second ago, he does look over to the bard and he says, "I declare that you are now our maitre d'. It will be your job to take care of the front side of the restaurant."
Killer. I think we gotta
might-
go deal with somebody up front
go ahead
first.
and,
Whistle.
Yep.
Let's go tune up the guy.
Yes, my dear.
It would be best if you did not start a fight in the middle of the restaurant. It,
The
the
but he's
outside.
out front, isn't he? So
Yeah.
we could.
Well, there's a man, I think, out front. He can't really see too well through the door.
Okay.
But there is someone at the maitre d's stand at the front, the host.
Oh.
Is he mustachioed?
He is mustachioed.
Okay.
Alice, why not grab one of our unconscious friends and give him a wave to try and bring the
Yeah.
You're gonna Weekend at Burnings that guy?
Yeah, I've seen a lovely play called the End of the Week at Bernard's, and it is inspiring me.
All right. So, but is there like a little side path we could? Actually, no. For the maitre d', I think I will just lean one of our unconscious fellows out from like the kitchen and just like see. if I
Hey,
can-
we need some help over here.
Go ahead and give me a. What would this even be?
Performance?
Yeah, can I give him?
I'm gonna
Can
go
I
with
help him on the
performance on that.
performance?
I'm gonna give him
Sure.
an inspiration.
There we
and
go.
Kind of just say you
Would-
can do this.
So that's a D8.
Would guidance help
That's
with
a
that, or is that
D4.
too many? Is that too much?
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 4 plus a
Maybe
D4.
Would you allow me to help him on that
D4?
action?
D4.
If you want to, I will allow this.
Alright.
You all are trying to prop up a body who's on.
Yeah, I'll make
Well,
the
you're-
voice while I
You're
was making the
cooking,
voice.
so I should probably.
Oh,
help.
yeah,
I
you
just
should help.
Yeah, I should
remembered.
assist.
You guys tied those guys up and entangled outside.
Oh, shit.
I'll let it
So,
go.
okay.
I'll let it go because it only lasts about a minute anyway.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Okay.
So entangle's done.
What
yeah.
about what about one of the sleeping individuals in the closet?
Well, we can use it. If
we could
entangle's
just open
over,
the
we're
door
good.
and make the sound, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It needs to be the mustachioed guy. So
Just
let's
rip
not-
off a
let's not
mustache
think about
and,
it
like-
too much. Let's not think about it too much.
So I am gonna assist you
Okay.
with
Okay.
that because
So-
you
Did you
have
say
to
rip
help
off the mustache?
yeah, just rip it off.
I have a mustache already, so we can just use that.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh,
Ooh.
that was
that'll wake him right the hell up.
still another
Jeez.
plus a D4. 3.
That's
So
at least a 7.
plus anything for performance.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, I
You
definitely
burn
should have
those
done
two.
that.
You burn those two nat 20s
So-
like really
Yeah.
far up front.
Real quick, I want
You're all
to
high
hear-
and low.
You've got the body kind of propped up. It doesn't, because it's kind of hard, it's just kind of leaning against the wall, and with this other hand, you have it going like this. What do you say?
I'm
Put
hurt.
your,
I mean, that makes sense.
Tell him minor kitchen accident. Tell him minor kitchen
Minor
accident.
kitchen accident.
Minor.
Yes, we broke it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
okay, the door, this guy plops out the door, waves his arm, minor kitchen accident, plops back inside.
Minor kitchen accident. Minor kitchen accident.
I'm going to give this a quick roll.
Please roll it.
All right. Felix notices something happening over at the kitchen and
Oh,
sees that go
no.
down. Celine does not. The maitre d' does see it happen. His eyes kind of go a little wide, and he says, but he grabs their attention with, "It'll be but just a few more minutes, please." So Felix turns back to him and kind of a little confused what's going on, but the maitre d' does not leave.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
How do we do this?
Well, not all of you need to deal with this problem. There was still the problem of the people not being in the restaurant. Who was wanting to go deal with that? We have Ian
Whistle and
doing
Alice
the
were going to go out front.
Whistle and Alice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you've done your absolute best with the whole maitre d' thing. So
I-
you chuck a manservant off.
Job
into the
well
corner.
done.
Well done. Well done.
feel like I do better when it's more straightforward.
I think the
Yeah,
two of
you-
you need to deal with it.
I mean,
Maitre d'.
yeah, you're gonna do the maitre d' thing, but you are the performer. Nothing like a performer to draw people into a restaurant. Nothing like
Alright.
someone with a nothing's like someone with a lute
All right.
and
So
a beautiful
yeah,
singing voice.
I go out
That was
and
Matt, by the way, not the character.
So just to clarify, are you going to go into the restaurant itself, or are you going to head back outside to try?
My understanding is
I
they're
think
going
the two
around.
of us are going
they're
around
going
outside to see if we can pull the guy out front off.
Yeah,
Okay. Sure.
doorman for us, maitre d for them.
Okay. Then let's hop
Cooking
to
for me.
You said
Ian,
cocaine for a second.
going crazy over here.
Oh yeah,
Man.
absolutely.
Alex and Noah, let's go to you two first then.
Yeah.
You guys are heading outside, back over the bridge, and making your way around to the outside, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I will grab you two. Nope, that's you. Oh, no, the road. We'll just put you guys over here for the moment. You guys will make your way around. Dominic and Matt, though, you guys have a maitre d' problem to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least a host. You're the maitre d' now, Dominic.
All right. So I am going to walk out. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and. Oh dear.
If you need another second, I can go hop back over.
I have
Alex.
something. I have something. I tell you, I'm going to do. I grab.
Okay.
I grab a handful of wine glasses in each hand. Boom, 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 boom. I reach into my clothes. I grab 5 wine bottles. Poof, poof, poof. In between each glass, and I use trick. Grandfather teach me. I clink each wine bottle together without breaking glasses. Each wine cork. Poof, 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 poof. And I go to front of restaurant, and I do little trick tip, poof, tip, poof, and I start passing out wine. Say, come on in. Is family recipe. Nothing like giving away free wine to get people to come into restaurant.
There we go.
First people I give to is the 2 young lovers.
So are you doing this inside the restaurant, or were you going around the outside of the restaurant?
Outside the restaurant. Well,
Okay.
I go through I go outside the restaurant.
Because remember, there's
should
a
probably
doorman.
let them go around.
Yeah, we
first.
got to deal with the doorman before
so
you.
let's
Right,
go
you
ahead and
can go.
you and I take care of the 2 lovers.
Right, that's
and
what
get
I'm
them,
saying.
Get
Yes.
them sat down.
So you'll
Yes.
be inside the restaurant.
Yes, I go through.
And then
Yes.
I am going to step out with the cart, so he and I can keep talking,
And he didn't want me to help you.
Yeah, maitre d',
Stupid Jello man.
right?
With the cart, with Renault.
Yeah, with Renault. And
You're gonna take him out into the restaurant proper.
I'm gonna make sure that he's covered up still.
Oh,
Put the
okay.
pan over
Right.
it.
No, put the dish back on top. So like we didn't notice he was there before, so I just put it back and put the dish back on top and kind of roll him out just to kind of make sure that he knows what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of listen for cues from him, but I'm gonna walk out and as he's passing out the wine, I say, I changed my voice. I do so apologize for the lack of accoutrement that we have provided you thus far. Please, right this way.
The host brittles. It says, "Are you certain that the table is ready yet?"
Absolutely certain, and I do believe, as the maitre d', I do have this authority. You, sir, are fired. Leaving our guests out here this entire time with absolutely no service whatsoever. Shame on you, good sir. You can excuse yourself out the back if you wish. Front door,
Deception.
back door, I don't care. Go away.
I just
Roll a
want to-
deception for him.
Roll deception.
I also just want to, as he leaves, smile at him with the. I just want to let the pointy teeth shine through. Just.
That would be a natural 20.
Funny. He has been sacked. It is very clear he is no longer working here at this restaurant, and he snaps up his thing. He charges back to the kitchen to see what's going on, and he steps inside, and there he sees Ian.
Sorry.
Over there frying things up. The Renault. Wait, it was. Did you take Renault out with
I
you
took
onto
Renault
the?
out.
we take him
Yeah.
with
Okay.
us.
You took him outside with you. Out to here. He steps out back into the kitchen, realizing that there is none of his people working here anymore, that Ian is actually cooking meals and preparing things. And he pauses for a moment and says, I'll just see myself out the back. And he marches right out the back door.
Awesome.
As for Alex and Noah, As you guys make your way along the outside of the building, you notice on the bridge you see a young couple actually walking over. It is a man and a woman dressed for the evening, and as they're stepping over, you see 2 arrows come flying out and hit both of them and then clatter to the ground, bouncing off. The woman immediately collapses, and the man is left holding her up all of a sudden while he's staring around just trying to figure out what just happened. While he's doing that, 2 manservants climb up from underneath the bridge, and one of them knocks him out with a blackjack, and then they take both of them and they haul them off underneath the bridge. Give me a quick perception check.
I tell you what, I'm going to put this in my dice jail.
That's a 19 for
That
me.
one, baby.
I get you different dice. I get you different dice.
all high and
okay?
low.
I give you this guy right here. I give you several. Okay, you
Ooh,
use
that's a nice
different
dice. That's a pretty.
Yes.
So that was a 19 for me, while the nat 1 barbarian is just
Completely useless. All right. Noah, while Alex is standing around and asking, what happened?
Do you actually want your dice back?
You spot that there on the edge of the patio are 2 manservants, one with a bow and another one with a quiver full of arrows, who are waiting for anyone to come by as snipers, taking out any guests that try and get in across the bridge.
yeah, I would like to. So we're behind them, right?
You are on the street with the river between you, and
Oh.
they're on the patio. If you make your way back to the bridge, you could climb along the outside, or you could try and use the door on the inside.
Oh.
Dominic, I need to ask you, where do you seat the guests?
I am going to seat them. Gonna find the perfect seat for them. Probably the best table with the best light. Not too far from the kitchen. Not right next to the front door. Good traffic area. So I'd say probably. So I'm seeing the front door is there on the right hand side of the screen.
This is the door
Yeah,
here.
front door.
This
I'm
is your
gonna-
kitchen right here. The tables are marked right in here.
Okay, so we're
I will give you a hint. You have access, since you fired the host,
Yeah.
you have access to the host's stand now, and you can see where one of them is marked as the best table in the restaurant.
the best table. Okay, I will go ahead and seat them, of course, at the best table in the restaurant.
Then I will put them here, and you're very lucky because that puts their backs to the kitchen.
And
That might be helpful.
Yes.
as we're going, I will be like, our apologies. Here is some of our best wine
Is this
as
your
our
family
compliments.
wine?
It is our
Matthew?
family. Yes, it is the family wine.
Ah, the family wine.
I always have many bottles on us. In fact, this restaurant will be. They don't know this yet. They will be ordering many cases for the future before we leave. They don't know it yet, but they will be.
Very well. You
Happily.
go ahead and give me a quick performance for making up for that poor start with the wine.
Yes. Ew. Well, my performance isn't that bad. 13.
13. Yeah, that's pretty good. Specifically because the wine is very good. So, they kind of buoys the evening just a little bit, although the room is still dead as can be. So if that doesn't change soon, this is not going to get any better.
All right.
Let's go get some more people.
So I'm gonna climb up to those other 2 guys and tell Alice to continue on towards the doorman to take care of the doorman.
Okay, real quick, how do you want to try and get there? Crossing across the river would make a massive leap. They currently do not see you, but your options are basically this door on the inside or crawling along the outside ledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go across the bridge and then crawl across the outside edge.
Go ahead and give me an athletics. Well, that would be an athletics and acrobatics. Acrobatics.
Yes. Okay, so that's 15.
15. No problem. You are able to make your way across, shimmying like you're in Mission Impossible. You arrive there. The sniper is staring intently at the bridge, waiting for the next unsuspecting guest. They do not see you as of yet. What do you do?
I'm gonna beat the sniper over the head with a rapier with the pillow on it, And yeah.
right.
Stealthily.
It has a pillow on it, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. It has a silencer on it.
Give me a quick stealth check to make sure they don't see you.
Ooh.
7.
7. That's not particularly good.
No.
Let me roll this.
Man, these rolls are bad today.
Oh, wow. Okay, the guy with the quivers, this one right here, he does hear you and he spins around, so you don't surprise him. However, the sniper sees another person he thinks might be coming over the bridge soon, and he leans out with his bow and he's getting ready. And he's completely transfixed. He actually misses a 7 stealth.
So I'm going for the sniper guy. I'm
All right.
aiming to hit him. So, yeah.
Go for it. You
should I
got
go
sneak
for
on
it?
him.
That's a 13.
13 will barely hit him. But
Okay.
yes.
Is it surprise?
Oh, is he surprised?
he
Well,
is
if it
surprised.
hits, it hits. So,
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
uh,
No, 'cause
surprise,
if
it
you make
hits.
it a nat 20.
oh, I guess yeah.
Yeah.
I can roll again.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So then,
And then you have sneak attack.
yeah. So then I need 2d6. So that does. So 10 damage to him.
10 damage. Well, that is pretty good. 1 second here. Oh, God. God loves fools and those who roll ones. 10 damage. You catch walk. Well, this other quiver, the guy with the quiver looks says, you lunge forward with a rapier, no less, and just beat him over the head with it. He's leaning out the balcony with his
Oh, no.
bow, and he rolled a 1.
Oh no.
So you
Beautiful.
do 10 solid hits on him, and then he's completely loses his balance, and he goes tumbling off into the river.
We don't have to talk about that, right?
While that was going, I think I would be walking directly towards the guy covering the door, and like I'm talking to myself but making direct eye contact, I'd just be like, "Boy, I sure am hungry for food. I get angry when I get hungry. Real prone to physical violence."
The guy at the door kind of went,
And I think I'm gonna start picking up into a run.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll.
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot better.
18.
There we go.
18.
Hey.
You're welcome.
You start breaking into a run here, heading straight at the guy at the door, just chugging along like a train. And he's starting to get a little panicky here as he's staring around.
No
He
sniper.
looks inside and realizes that the host isn't there anymore. And he's starting to... And then all of a sudden, while you're charging towards him, and he's... You know, the beads of sweat are starting to appear. He hears a, "Oh crap!" And the sniper goes flying off the side of the balcony. And he goes splash. He's like, He's losing his grip here. What do you do when you reach him?
I think I'm gaining speed. What starts as like a talking just changes into like a and we are. I'm actually not gonna use a weapon. I'm going for a full body tackle, like a pile driver.
Slamming you, him, the door.
Wait, is this a wood door or a glass door? Because I don't want to
Wooden.
be.
Solid oak door.
All right.
Very nice.
Just getting inside, just hear a boom.
Ah, right.
there
That's a
we
23 to hit.
Yes.
And that's exactly what
Nice.
you hear. On the inside, Matthew, as you're pouring the wine, the doors suddenly go. And both of the guests, Felix and Celine, look up and stare at the door.
Can I use that moment to come out with some bowls of cream soup and be, "Oh, sorry, I seem to have dropped something," and deliver a cream soup a basil cream soup.
Basil cream appetizer. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
basil cream soup appetizer.
It would have to be Dominic that delivers it because he's the waiter.
Right. Oh,
Okay. Well, I'll hand it to him and
So sorry. Shoot, I lost my accent. So sorry. I do apologize. The one of the staff in the back must have dropped something quite heavy.
Celine kind of, but I swore that came from the door.
It's
Alex.
the acoustics around here.
This restaurant,
strange.
yes, the roof, because of the, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Alex, on the outside, you have bodily tackled that guard, the manservant at the door, slamming him against the door. He is completely knocked unconscious. What do you do with him?
I think I'm just gonna. I don't want to flip him into the river because if he's unconscious, he'll drown. But is there any place I can like tuck him along the shore, like edge?
Well,
well,
right here there
no
is this
blood.
pillar.
Oh yeah.
There is a pillar
No
right here
blood,
for
he
the.
drowns.
You can kind of just shove him down into that.
Yeah,
No one would
just
notice.
kind of tuck him off. All right, and then but the two guys we saw come out of from under the bridge, I think we still need to deal with.
Yeah.
I think you
blackjack
might
guy.
be all right with that. Real quick, I'm going to hop back over to our rogue who just
Perfect.
basically
Yeah.
I mean, they did say
grand slammed a sniper.
disintegrated somebody. That's death. No.
You know what,
That's a
Noah?
loophole.
With the last guy standing there, he's got a quiver full of arrows. The bowman just went off the side, and he just kind of, and then he heard this massive explosion to the side, and he peers around the corner, notices that the other guy is completely gone.
Would you
thinks
like
about
to
it for a moment? Well played, good sir.
Would
Hands
you
the
like to
quiver
feel
of
the
arrows.
lovely caress of my sword as well?
No,
or would
I'm
you
quite
like-
good. And he just hops up onto the railing and dives off into the river.
That was the option I was going to give. All right, we're good.
Actually, while I'm out front, I'm gonna turn across the bridge to the street and just go, free food, everybody, free food. Come and get it.
Well, lucky for you, as you turn around and start your hollering, you see an actual small crowd of people walking their way down the riverwalk. At the front, there is this gentleman with a large white beard, and he seems to be telling this kind of animated story to everyone as they all just are giving their full attention to him as he goes. As they reach the bridge itself and start crossing, he seems to reach the end, and everyone starts laughing and enjoying themselves and start chatting. And he walks up to you and says, "Door, please."
My good
And
man.
Hold it open for him, and he just walks straight in. Is there anyone at the host stand?
Oh, I'll be sorry. And I come back around to the host stand, and I'm like, so we're a little short-staffed. I promise we're getting it taken care of. Please.
Not a problem at the slightest. I'll take my usual table, please. It is such a pleasure to see you again. He reaches out to take your hand and shake it.
I kiss his hand.
He laughs, this big belly laugh that kind of fills up the room, and he leans over and says, "6 table, one in the back by the double booths."
Thank you so much. Oh, and all right. So I lead him that a ways, and then
Go ahead.
if I can tag Dominic at any point, like for like a can I get a handoff here? This is not my
Yes,
this is not my
absolutely.
deal.
I turn to him and say, of course, yes. New guests, your usual table, of course. You said number 6.
Yes, he will sit. They start filling these guys up with the tables. You start filling things in here. Dominic, now that you are taking a close look at it, you do notice 2 of the booths are already taken. There are people actually supposedly already at those booths, but
How did this happen?
the booths here
Yeah.
and are all curtained off. They're kind of private.
Dominic, they have double set you again. How do they do this
I
to
don't
you
know.
every time?
I don't know. It's quite a.
But this small little crowd actually fills up most of the restaurant, and suddenly it goes from being absolutely dead to bursting. You now have yourself a lively restaurant with an atmosphere going now. You do have a slight problem of now having to serve a lot of tables.
I mean, just standard night at waiting tables. That's what it sounds like to me. Just a standard restaurant night. Right.
Matthew,
Yeah.
you do remember that there was the manservant who told you that they had a salad ready for
Oh yes,
booth 2.
That's now I'm remembering that. So I'll go back and I'll take care of the salad. I'll take care of it at booth 2. Terribly sorry. Here, yeah, I'll give them some wine too. I just treat this like a party. When I'm out of my wine, I'll go back and I'll find something acceptable. And I'll start
Alrighty.
passing out wine and.
And is just a quick question: is sleep a concentration spell?
It normally is, yes.
Yeah.
Do they wake up at all?
No, they have not. Matthew, as you head over to deliver your salad to booth 2, you pull open the curtains over here and say, sorry for the wait, and you find inside Astrid Thornwood.
Oh.
With her manservant Percival, who immediately snatches the bowl from you and places it in front of his lady. Astrid gives you the eye. And
Which kind of eye? Like, eye? Like, or like, which kind of eye? Yeah, I get both regularly.
She flicks. It's more of one of those dismissive eyes. And she says, "You will abandon this work for the luckless rebel at once.
Yes,
It's
terribly
an
sorry.
absolute catastrophe waiting to happen.
Yes, terribly
I
sorry.
cannot believe you're attempting this.
Attempting. Terribly sorry.
To match my granddaughter with that fool of a luckless."
I don't know what you mean, ma'am. I terribly sorry about the salad. Here is our apologies. Turn my back immediately. Just,
Run away.
Do any of us see this?
Well, let's just say, Dominic, you might be able to notice that happening because it's not too far from your host stand here. But everyone else I've been putting back into the kitchen for now. So that's all.
All right. So I am. Let me see.
I have a question for. Oh,
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I have an herbalism kit. Can I concoct something to possibly put people to sleep?
Add a little seasoning to it.
Yeah.
All right. I think you might be able to swing something with that.
are we
You trying
retroactively
to...
doing that to the salad? Is that what we're saying?
No, I'm just. There's got to. A salad's the first course. You know. You.
That's what I'm saying. Are we backing that up to before I deliver the
No.
salad?
Oh no, we didn't know that. I mean, like we
Yeah,
bring
that's
out
what I'm
some. You know, if we know that, I can start working on something.
I
to-
gotcha.
I am immediately going to like walk around to everybody that is currently involved in like serving and waiting, and I'm going to be tapping them on the shoulder, and it's like, the ladies in the house, the ladies in the house.
Is the butler there?
The butler is in fact there, yes.
The personal
The
one.
personal one.
Don't get distracted. We need all of our heads in the
Personal
game
to person.
right now. But if we could find a way to either incapacitate them or possibly get them out of the store without causing too much ruckus, that'd be wonderful.
It might be a little difficult, but it might be possible as well. You do have one more table to, one more booth that's already occupied, though, that you have not seen to.
Let's get to that right
Let's
away.
get to that. Yep, I'll go with you. Wine and welcome.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. So we wine and welcome the second booth as well.
The second booth. Who's doing that one?
Well, both. It's
we'll-
just a joint thing because wine and welcome. Yeah.
All right, sure. You guys swing by over at the other booth, and as you pull that one back, you find yourself staring at Carl and Doris Luckless,
Well, this is just
The whole
becoming a
family's
thing,
here.
isn't it?
who sees you and gives you a quick nod and peeking out to see if Felix and Celine down there at their date and says, "You guys are doing a great job. We'd like to order a fresh garden salad, a sausage and linguine, and a refill on bread, please."
I don't give them wine. Nope. Nope.
Just a quick question. Do you happen to have any remedy for the Thornwood being on the other side of the restaurant?
Yes, behind that curtain there.
Carl kind of scratches at his chin. Well, I would suggest my strategy I've used for the last 20 years.
Kill them?
Ignore them.
Oh.
Kill them. Really? Kill them? Oh, God.
Well, I didn't
I
say you were
swear.
successful at your strategy. I just said that was your strategy.
No, we ignore them.
Oh.
Seems to work out really well.
Okay.
All right, I'll have that order out for you post haste.
All right. You guys have a restaurant thing going here. Has anyone taken the order for Felix and Celine, though?
I delivered something.
You
delivered something
you
to him.
get the order. I'll go get to the kitchen.
Alice, I will mention, because I know your character sheet, the barbarian actually has a background skill in cooking.
Oh my God, you do.
Aha! All right. Yep, I'm line cooking. I'm.
I'll let you take over.
All right.
Yeah?
I'm
All
gonna
right.
I'm gonna go first over to Celine and Felix's table and take their order, and then I'm gonna go around and take additional orders as we go.
I have an
All right, you
herbalism
grab
kit. I
some
might be able to help
orders
you
from different people here around
figure
here.
something out.
Yeah.
I actually
All
have an
right, but-
herbalism kit, so when I go into the back, I might be able to
Can
help
can
Ian
the two
out.
of us herbalize?
Yeah, something.
Another order of linguine.
I have a little. I have a
Special
history helping
linguine.
knock out some more of the handsy people at parties back in the day, so I can help him kind of knock out the Thornwoods.
Can I take a shot at poisoning Thornwood?
Not poison.
No, just something to make him a little drowsy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Roofie
poison.
them?
Yeah, poison. Yeah, poison is fun. Poison.
Well, this is a new one.
You know,
Right.
I mean,
Actually,
I would be
guys-
fine with like a diuretic.
Not
You know,
fatally,
like
not fatally
it-
poison.
Do you have
Poison.
like? Could you whip up some smelling salts for our boys in the back? I could use some extra hands here. I, by the way, for some reason, am now that I'm in the kitchen, I'm smoking. I didn't. Nobody has cigarettes, but
I mean,
Has very rapidly developed a cocaine habit for some reason.
really, every game.
Not me. Her.
Oh, okay.
Her.
but yeah, if you could get our
All
guys
right.
back up in action, we'd be good.
You go ahead and start. Give me a roll for your herbalism. Dominic, you went to go take some orders.
Yes.
Felix and you get general orders from the tables, but specifically for Felix and Celine,
Survival.
Uh-huh.
they order the house special. And Celine seems a little nervous over this idea, but Felix is clearly eager to impress.
All right. I say, quite right. A house special for one for each of you. Or are you sharing a plate?
Oh, no. There's no way we could possibly eat one apiece. That's kind of crazy. And they both kind of laugh at the idea.
I never assume some young folks such as yourself have quite an appetite. I would hate to assume. And as I bow and like ask for their drinks, I cast prestidigitation on the empty flower vase in front of them, and you see flowers magically appear. And then
What about the ones that...
cast it again, and the wine glasses fill up by themselves.
Nice. Who needs that shoddy wine that one guy brought?
Hey, now.
So
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed if I see
One house
that.
special. I turn back to Renaud and I'm like, "What's the house special?"
Real quick, I'm going to take that roll for the herbalism before you get back there.
Nat 20 for a 24, if that. Also, do the nat 20 thing for skill checks.
I think we should
yeah.
aim for a diuretic. I want them on
yes.
the toilet.
I enjoy pain rather than out. Yeah.
All right, you have definitely seasoned it right for that. I'm going to let Dominic, someone's going to have to wait her this out to the table, though.
I'll take it. They know me at this point.
Sure.
I'll take the verbal abuse.
Okay. I will get to you. Let's go ahead and take care of that first, then. All right, Matt, you're going to go out there. Give me a presentation to deliver the dish.
So, like, performance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Incidentally,
I guess more
just to-
specifically, it'd be a deception.
Incidentally, just to backtrack, I'm not 100% sure they would know me because whenever they saw me at the balcony across the way, I did look like a furbolg and I look like a human now.
That's fair enough. Fair
So,
enough.
Performance, please. Oh, for the love of Pete! Really? I'm not rolling that hard. Okay, so that is a. 18.
Give me your deception, not your performance.
Oh,
here.
deception. So that's
Yes.
deception's probably not. Oh, still 18.
Okay, great. I just require deception whenever someone tries to poison someone.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I thought you said
One
presentation, so I thought that was performance. But yeah.
I've got you on a 20, I'm afraid. You deliver the meal, but Percival is very sharp-eyed for this sort of situation, and he spots something immediately wrong, or amiss with this, and he gives you this dead glare. I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom save on me.
Ooh. Okay. Wisdom save. Oh, thank God I have. Oh God!
Oh no!
Why when it counts? 10.
10 is not going to be enough.
You think?
You know that social pressure moment that happens where you know you've done something wrong, someone else knows you've done something wrong, and you're just waiting to be punished for it? I'm afraid
Too
that you
well.
just got that.
Yeah.
you are basically at disadvantage for your next roll, and you
Okay.
take your measly meal and you leave.
Okay. Oh, you know what? There is something wrong with this. I think the parsley has gone bad. Sorry.
Just walks away.
Trip over my feet as I go backward, kind of get some of it in my face and go, oh God. Just make sure I didn't swallow
Don't
any
eat that.
You charge your way back to the kitchen. Dominic, you are heading back here asking about the house special, correct?
Yes, I grab the cart, and as I'm walking back to the kitchen, I'm asking Renaud, what's the house special?
Renaud is kind of he pales a little bit when he hears that, and he begins to explain to you that, well, you see, the Happy Brothers restaurant is known for a few things. Far and wide, it's brothers bickering like crazy. One is in the front, one's in the back, and they hate each other. It's a bit of theater and all that, but they actually have a very special dish that is very unique to their restaurant. It's seared Hydra head.
I'm sorry.
What?
Run that by me again.
Oh.
Seared Hydra head.
Seared Hydra head. We wouldn't happen to have
Yes.
any of those in the back. in the
No,
icebox?
no, they do not keep one there. No, that would not be fresh. They keep one in a cage locked underneath the restaurant.
You're saying, just to make this clear, in order to perform a house special, we must go in the basement, sever a Hydra's head, bring it back up, and sear it.
For love, my friend, nothing is impossible.
Let us not be
I've had
ridiculous.
just about enough of you. And if you tell me again that love can make anything possible,
It does.
I'm going to show you how impossible I am going to be.
Have I told you my tale? At
Okay,
one
do
point?
it fast. I'm like 30 deep in tickets here. Okay?
All right.
All right.
I think we're actually going to need to
well,
cook for this one.
Renaud kind of like, but that's not to be unreasonable. They don't have a basement. You do it on the stage at the corner of the restaurant.
Oh,
Right.
good.
Right.
performative, of course it is.
Performances. I've done this before.
This is a bit of
Done
showmanship.
this
for the
before?
meal.
Really?
No, the Hydra, not
Oh, okay.
necessarily, but something like this. Yes.
We're in too deep. If we don't do this, their love could be fruitless.
Hey, what are you verbalists? See if you
And
can
they're
mix up-
great for each other.
I come in with a mixture that we made and go, oh, we are definitely into deep. They caught this.
All right, man.
All right. Could you guys whip up something that might wake up our sleeping guys? Opposite of that, like.
I think that we have to
We're gonna
do
give
this.
it a try.
Alright.
Hydra.
Hydra it is.
Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
All right.
Oh, I'll distract
I
it.
had to, I'm
And Alice, do
Alright.
you want to go for chopping that head off?
Yeah, sure. Why not? And
I will assist as usual.
I'm gonna come out in my like cooking whites, take the pillow off the great axe.
Yeah, and I'll have the other shaft head on, and under my robe, I'm obviously armored, so I'll
And I'm gonna preemptively fly into a rage to pump myself up.
I'm going to
Preemptively rage.
begin. I'm going to, as I'm in the back telling them about the Hydra special. I'm going to grab my loot, and then I'm going to start playing some like very suspenseful like mood music as we walk out into the
Sure.
into the
The
restaurant.
lights need to be lowered.
Yeah, and I would like to do like a standing cartwheel onto the stage and go, ladies and gentlemen, the house special for you.
so
Give me a quick performance from you two. I want to see
All
this.
right.
Get the sizzle going.
That is an 18 for me.
18, solid.
And that is going to be skills, performance. I have advantage on performance checks, I believe.
This is what you live for.
Indeed.
This is what you were made for.
Yep. And so that was okay. So and then try it one more time. Nope. 11.
Yay!
Okay.
11?
11.
With
All
advantage.
that for an 11. Well, you're getting into the music, getting the going, and you're having that realization. Oh God, I don't get to stand on the side. I have to do this.
I promise, ladies and gentlemen, tonight.
Guidance.
Guidance? Okay, what do I
Is
have?
it too late to add guidance?
No, sure. Why
Okay,
not?
guidance.
Guidance, what is that?
A D4.
D10?
It's
Very-
D4, I think.
D4?
Yeah, it's D4. I'm standing back there going, I love a good special, a good Hydra fry, and this might not be anything like a good Hydra fry.
Oh, boy. I need a D4. That's for some reason.
Here. Oh, you got it.
Yep. All right. We got.
Oh!
Whew. So that's
So
a 15.
That's
All
good.
right, you get your nerve together and you realize the show must go on. So it's a pretty good performance there. The crowd is getting that subtle feel of tension spreading throughout them, and some of them even applaud as it begins.
All right.
All 5 of you make your way up onto the stage here.
Can I,
Alright.
before we get
Yes.
started, can I do some
Go
stuff
ahead.
as well?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Well, I first wanted to ask you how many spell slots of level 2 do I have, because my sheet kind of misprinted.
Oh no, you're a level 3 adventurer. I wouldn't think to be more than 2.
I have 2, so.
Okay, if I have 2, then I'll
Yeah.
cast Spiritual Weapon again to get my frying pan out there.
Frying pan going up there.
and
You
then-
might actually need the sharp point of your sticks for this one. Hydra heads are not covered in the troops.
I take the cork off.
Nice.
And then I'll go ahead and burn another spell slot to do Bless on Alice, me, and the Bard, Robin.
Awesome. As you make your way up on stage, there's clearly this little rope that you swivel around, and a steel curtain rolls down over the stage, separating you from the audience. Real quick question, though. There is a contraption clearly made by some gnomish mind off here in the corner. Who's going to try and work that?
I'll go ahead and do it.
Ian? All right.
Do you want to do it?
No, you go ahead. I was
yeah,
thinking, like,
I'll go
I'm
ahead
not
and
smart enough.
operate it.
All right. As you move your way over there, you see that there is these bunch of knobs. There is a large knob with numbers on it, and 3 different handles. The knob just goes 1, 2, 3, 0.
What's it set to now?
0.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one goes up to
Well-
11.
I'm going to turn it just to 1.
1. Click, 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 click. All right. Which of the little handles do you pull, though?
Sorry, what did
There
you
are 3
say?
handles.
3
There
handles?
are there's the knobs that you just, the dial, I should say, that you just turned. And then there are 3 handles.
Okay, and there's no like marking for
Not
on
a
them that I can.
Maybe pull the first one for number 1.
Yeah, let's just pull the first one. I'll pull the first one.
Nothing ventured,
All
nothing
right.
gained.
I could have asked
You
the
reach up
guy,
there.
but I think I'll just go for it.
Oh, Renault isn't back. Renault isn't back here right
Yeah,
now.
he's back in the back.
He's way back in the kitchen going,
Yeah.
all right. You give that, you grab a lever. You
I grab
yank
lever
down. One of the traps flies open, and a second later, a Hydra head comes flying out of the first trap door.
Just the head?
Just the
Just
head.
the head.
And the head and the neck comes popping up and tries to take a bite out of someone. Let's see here. There is. It's a complete mess. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and need some initiatives, though.
All right.
Woo!
Oh, your
15?
dice no good either.
Oh, well, that was only one roll out of
Yeah.
Oh,
You got a 20.
Nice.
finally.
Nat
Okay.
20, nat 1.
21 total.
21,
15.
15,
10.
8.
10, 8. All right, then that means that the 20 and the 15 are able to act before I can. But as you begin to fight, you notice that something goes a little wrong. You hear a clicking sound underneath your feet, and suddenly both of the other traps doors fly open, and 2 more Hydra heads pop up.
Oh, goody. You
Oh,
turned
lovely.
it to 3, didn't you?
No, nope, just 1.
Oh, okay.
Ian, right in front of you, the contraption, the handle thing kind of just clunks backwards, and you hear something whirling inside.
Mm.
Oh, jeez.
All right, your turn first, Matt.
Okay. So the one that popped up first, was it the center of the three?
It was the one on the left side over here,
Okay.
closest to Ian.
Okay, and is it how many feet wide? Is it is it a 5-foot radius?
It is.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at second level, like
Okay.
almost just like a spotlight on that thing, and just. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you tonight's main course. Suddenly I am Transylvanian, I guess. I don't know.
So
Blah.
close. Eastern European, man.
Yes,
hard to tell
it's
sometimes.
close. Which is a con 14, con 14 saving throw, or it takes 2d10 damage.
What's my number?
Con 14.
I got a 16.
Ow,
So
mother
what happens?
bucket.
That's half
Or it
damage.
takes half, so
What is so?
that's
4.
So 4 damage. Wait,
Mhm.
no, that's 9. So 5 damage.
5 damage.
Is,
4
And
damage.
it's 4 damage.
is that a check or a saving throw?
It's a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It instantly reverts to its original form. That's not a thing. And it still stays there. It just stays there until I move it. It's a concentration spell,
Okay.
so it's gonna stay there.
No
And
problem.
that's my turn.
Dominic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take
so I am going to go ahead and I guess attack because I don't have any other spells.
Start swinging.
All right, so I'm gonna start swinging at it, and that is going to be. Let me see here. Go to actions. Actually, I'm not gonna swing at it. I'm gonna pull out my short bow, and I'm gonna fire straight into its head here. So that's going to be.
Well, you got one right next to you. It looks like right here. You're here,
Okay.
and there's one right there beside
I'm gonna
you.
focus fire on the one on the opposite side of the room.
On the opposite side. You're gonna weave one right through all of your friends and hit it, no problem.
Because I
Go
rolled
for
a
it.
natural 20.
You absolutely do that.
So a total of 24 to hit. That is going to be. Oh, hold on a second here. Attack.
You can only see
That
if
is
this
going
one's
to
been in
be
jail long
a-
enough to, you know.
5 double to 10.
10 points of damage, for a solid 15 on him. Excellent, excellent hit. That makes it my turn.
Uh-oh.
All of these Hydra heads don't like you now. Each one is going to try and take a bite out of someone nearby. I have a 14 on Alex.
Negativo.
And that's a 16 on Matthew.
That hits.
I'm going to go ahead and use my reaction to cast Cutting Words on the Hydra head attacking Alex.
Nice. Oh, Alex?
Or attacking
Matthew.
The one that hit Alex missed. Thanks a lot. No.
the one who's attacking Matthew there.
Thank you.
Uh-huh,
So that is going to be. Let's see here. Okay, so it's going to be a D4.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I need the D4 here.
Thank you.
Thank you. -2. Does that still hit?
-2.
That
would
does
make
not hit.
his-
If you,
Oh.
then
he's fine.
well, no, wait. That matches my AC. So since
So
you're
so
attacking,
meets
Then
it,
that
meets
does
it.
hit. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. No,
That's
no,
okay.
you're
So
still good.
close.
That's still that. Thank you for the attempt.
Absolutely.
Well, that means that he does reach you still.
Damn.
And that leaves
Doesn't
the
hit as
last
bad.
one hitting with a 23 against my bard.
Oh boy. Yeah, that hits.
So while you're saying, "Oh yeah, that's the best you can do," another one grabs you.
Oh jeez.
And he does. Look, it's 3 damage against the druid, Matthew, and it is 4 points of damage against the bard.
Wait, did you say I took 23 points of damage?
3.
3.
3 points of
okay.
damage. I rolled really poorly on that.
Okay. I was like, holy shit. Well, not dead, but close enough. And I need to roll concentration to hold on to that
Moonbeam.
Go right ahead.
that moonbeam. Where's my concentration? Ho! And that's a nat 1, so the moonbeam drops. Mother of
Unfortunately.
pearl. That's okay.
It is now your guys' turn. Give it a shot.
Can I go ahead and try to figure out what's going on with this trap mechanism? What's
That
broken
seems
up?
reasonable. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay. That I do not know. That would be a 7.
7. It's gnomish and clearly of the devil.
Wonderful. Well, as a bonus action, I will go ahead and swing my frying pan at the closest Hydra head.
Cool. Before you do that, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That would be a 14.
A 14 is a little hard to see, but you think you see someone watching, standing in the back against the wall. But it's hard to see because you got the lights here on the stage, and it's mostly dark everywhere else. But that's all you're able to spot. You didn't notice him there before. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's only a 7, so it probably doesn't hit.
No, it's definitely not gonna do it.
Alrighty. I can I yell over to him, or nah? That's probably too much in one turn. I think that's mine.
A little bit too much. Yeah, that's it for you, Ian.
I'm gonna go after the Hydra head with our bard in its mouth, stabbing it, towards the neck.
Yep, you're standing right next to it. Go right ahead.
Yeah, having thrown the heart pillow off, in a flourish. Yeah, that's going. That's a non-natural 20.
Sure, of course.
Yep, and then 2d6. Yeah. So that is
Nice.
15, 18 damage.
18 damage. Yikes. Seriously?
Yeah.
Well done.
18. Well, you stab it right through the neck as it's holding on to your poor bard, and it goes down.
Yeah,
The
nice.
head just
We've got
dies.
Stab
the
it
Hydra head get
and slice it.
GTFO.
You start like slow, carving away at it.
That is the rogue. Alex, your
All
turn.
right.
You're over here by Ian.
I think whichever is closest to me and still up, and I'm going to go ahead and do some reckless attacks. So roll with advantage, and yeah, let's see. Let's try
Oh, now
these
I feel
guys.
insulted. No, I'm just-
He picked me over you.
oh.
Oh.
And look what it got
Won
him.
that one.
You know what,
But
it was
then
in my
23 to
jail
hit.
long enough. That's what it was.
23 will definitely hit. On a
Nice.
reckless attack, don't I get advantage as well?
Yes,
When
if
you
I
attack
take
him.
attacks against me get advantage as well. But let's see, 1d12
Did you
plus.
grab that dice that I
5.
decided to throw across the room, please? Thanks.
That's going to be 10, and then I'm going to frenzy. Let's do this.
Nice.
Well, then the one you got right in front of you, you just dropped.
Nice. Could I
guys did
get to
well on
the other
that
one for a frenzy?
A 5-foot step away. Yeah, sure. Also, you can just slide in over here, jumping over his body
Rock and roll.
as it slams to the ground.
Whew. 12. Does a 12 hit?
No, 12 does not.
All right. Well, that's me.
Okay. No, it looks on Matthew. Your turn.
Yes, so I'm going to hold that thought real quick. I need to check one thing. Sorry, I know what I'm going to do. I just need to make sure that it's within...
I can chop over to Dominic real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
Dominic, what do you got?
So I'm going to pry the dead Hydra head off of my foot. And is there any way that it looks like I might be able to close this trap door that the Hydra head came out of?
If you want to go take a look at the trap itself,
Sure.
feel free. It's just hop right over that head. I'm sure it's mostly dead. No problem.
Yeah. Just to see if what do I roll to see, or do I see anything that allows me to like grab it and like manually hoist it back up into place?
It's a little. The trap door kind of opens up like this,
Oh, okay.
and it's kind of got these piston things going on with it.
Okay.
To really get a good look at it, you're just going to jump onto the neck itself and start scrambling around in there.
I just want to see if there's any way that I could easily shut the trap door because I know what Hydra heads do.
You could try and jump up there and try and haul the thing back down.
Okay.
But
probably not a good idea. So instead, I'm going to grab the decapitated Hydra head, and I'm going to kind of just throw it up and get it
it's not
into
decapitated.
Oh, it's not decapitated yet. Okay.
No.
It's just
I
been
thought
pierced
It's just
through.
been pierced through.
It's
the neck.
died, but it's still
We're
just
gonna have to hack
flopped
it off
onto the
still.
ground.
It's a rapier.
Okay, so since it's dead but not decapitated, I'm gonna leave that one be, and I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot at the one in the corner that has been
sure.
recently unspotlit.
Oh, that
and
one's dead, but the third one
one.
is still alive.
I'll go ahead and attack the third one with my bow then.
Go right ahead. Give it a shot.
That's going to be.
Matthew, what was your plan as well?
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to turn into my star form of a dragon. So my form is just going to turn into a group of little motes of light and just going to burst out into a giant fucking Chinese dragon that's
awesome.
going to become almost like a blue, translucent, illusory dragon just on stage.
So
And then-
you become a constellation?
Yeah, but instead of it just being it's gonna start that way, but when it becomes the full dragon, it's almost gonna look like a hologram, like a blue
Yeah.
translucent hologram. You can still kind of see the stars in it, but
Yeah.
as a Chinese dragon instead of like a European dragon. And
Sure,
I'm
why
going-
not?
Yeah, and that's my bonus action. So as my action, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level at
Okay.
the remaining head, which is an attack roll for me. And I'm going to use my right hand because apparently my left hand wants to shoot my dice toward the... And that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Dominic, did you hit as well?
Which is...
If he has guiding bolts, then that means that I get advantage, correct?
Which is 5d6. I need...
You need a lot more d6.
I need 1, 2, 3. I just need one more, actually. Gee, thank you. 1, 2, 3.
I believe it does, but I could be wrong.
That's what guiding bolt does, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Right.
5, 6, 7, 17. Hold on, I think I get a bonus to that too. Nope, that's just 17 damage.
17 radiant
And
damage.
17 radiant damage. And any attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Yeah.
Because it's now glittering kind of with a blue starry
Nice.
light.
Got a nice starry bullseye on there.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I rolled to hit again. So
Nice.
that was one was a 12 and the other
Thank you.
one was a 6. Okay. So does a 12 hit?
I'm afraid 12 does not.
Okay. So I.
You're
so I reach
welcome, I
back,
guess.
Fire
Jeez.
off my round and it completely misses. Just like lodges in the back of the stage.
Let me just put it to you this way. All this stuff goes off on this one Hydra head, and it's lit up, and it's rearing back, and then this one arrow comes by and just plinks off of it as it falls back down dead onto the table. Dominic clearly killed it.
I did it. I did it.
I look at you as the dragon. Just
Unfortunately, all three of the heads, then on their turn, those heads are dead, and they slowly just fall backwards as the weight of the neck pulls them back down the trap, and all three of them disappear.
Can I try and make a grapple check on one of them as the dragon?
You already used
That
it
would be
before.
an action.
Yeah, well, I figured if we were out of combat, that might be.
Well, don't worry, you're not, because in each hole, a dragon head reappears.
Oh, yay!
Fresh and ready to fight.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it takes some time because the heads had to get down. Only one of them gets a chance to take a bite out of someone.
Round 2. Ding, ding,
I'm
ding,
gonna
ding.
make that our barbarian. And does a 17 hit you?
17 gets me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate that extra attack advantage then. 7 points of damage as one of them bites onto you.
Got it. All right.
That was all I could do, though, because you literally killed all of them in the same round. So it's back to you guys.
Perhaps you should check the trap again.
Well, I was going to take a look at this guy that piqued my interest before. Can I tell if he or she is casting some sort of spell, or is there any sort of like verbal or somatic, thing that he?
Go ahead and give me another perception here, but since you really want to see him, I'll let you have 2 shots at it.
Okay. Well, my first one would be Non-natural 20.
20 would be an excellent roll. You are able to finally squint enough to get the lights out of your eyes that you're able to see. It looks like a young manservant who's got kind of this angry expression about him, and he's got in his hand what looks like a cog, and he
what
realizes you a cog, like
Okay, thank you.
a geared cog, and he realizes you spotted him, and he just turns and he walks out the side patio and disappears.
What a jerk.
Is there any way I could, before he does that, hit him with my bonus action?
Unfortunately, not because there's a steel curtain down.
Okay. Oh, I'm on the other side of a steel curtain.
Yeah, we're inside of this thing.
Oh yeah, you're on inside. You're in what we refer to as the danger zone.
All right.
Just outside the danger zone is what we call the splash zone.
Okay. Well, I guess,
so bad.
I probably just have my bonus action left, so
Gallagher.
I'll use my bonus action to frying pan one of the Hydra heads.
All right, go ahead.
That would be a 11 to hit. That probably doesn't hit.
Nah, I'm afraid not.
That's my
Alright.
turn.
All right.
I'm going to run over to the. I'm gonna run over to the machine, and I'm just gonna kind of randomly start throwing levers and twisting the knob there. I'm gonna switch the knob back to 0 because that was the original default, and then I'm just
0
gonna
seems like such a
throw
better
the-
number.
Yeah, 0 seems like 0 heads is better than 3. Okay, and I throw the lever, the lever that he had down as well.
All right, you're gonna have to shove Ian aside to get there, and one of these Hydra heads will probably get a bite out of you as you do.
That's okay. I'll
All
take
right.
it.
I'll put you all the way over here, and I'll get a roll on that. That's not great. 14.
14 does hit.
Oh, okay. 5 points of damage as one of them gets a bit of nip on you.
I am a squishy bird.
You get over there, you turn the dial. It's easy enough to get that to click, but as you try and grab one of the levers and yank it, it doesn't move.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Can. So I mean that's my movement, my action.
I think that's all you got, unless
That's
you got
all I
something.
got. Yeah, no, I've used up all my
the bonus.
inspiration, and I don't have any other. I'm just gonna like punch it out of
all right.
frustration.
Just punch the machine and kick it. All right, Alex, how about you?
Look, somebody's gonna have to deal with the Hydras. You guys try to get the doors closed. I'll move from there. Let's see. I am.
I think you still have my bless as well.
Oh, that's right. Man, and I forgot to add that on the last attack roll, but that's all right.
Well, so, no, you go ahead. Well, actually, no. Before you go, would the guiding bolt hit whole beast or simple one head of Hydra?
In this
That's a good
scenario,
point.
each one's head is individual.
Okay. DM call. Just want to make sure.
I'm gonna keep doing reckless attacks.
Do it.
'cause yeah.
Seems reckless.
Let's see.
Nice.
That's a 16. What is that? 17 plus 5. 23.
23. That will definitely hit.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Is this my?
You get a good chunk out of him.
And oof,
Oh.
that's just 6. And then we're still frenzying.
That one's not very
9
9.
for another attack.
15 total. Which one was that against? The one in the corner or the one on the side?
I think it was the one in the corner, but that was first attack, second attack. So second isn't going to do any damage because
The second
9
doesn't
did
do
hit.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a 9 to hit.
Oh, okay. So just 6 damage. Okay, no big deal.
Oh wait, I
Thank
get to re-roll one
Oh,
die.
you do? Because you're
yep.
reckless. What was your absurd desire to kill and lack
Yeah.
of desire to live?
That was 4 plus 2 plus 5, 11.
11. To hit?
Yes,
No.
still nothing. All right. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, totally worth it. All right, let's move on here. Who's left? Noah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for one of the heads with the rapier. Probably the one attacking the bard still.
All right.
Okay, that is an 18 to hit
Totally.
with 7, 13, 17.
I'm glad we have some good damage dealers.
I know, right? Like,
So that's 20 damage.
20 damage. That again, you've killed a Hydra head in a single round. As once more it goes down.
Maybe we should chop this one's head off.
Yeah.
So we at least have a head.
Whose turn is left?
I don't think I have gone yet this round.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, so it's a little hard for me to see from this distance.
Do apologize for that one.
No, it's
This
all
one
right.
is down. This
Okay.
one's hit. You're standing right here in the middle of all of them.
Okay, and then who is next to me? What is this?
This one right here.
No, to the other side of me. That there.
That is Noah. He
That
just
is
dropped
Noah.
a Hydra head right there.
Okay, I'm going to look toward the one in front of me, and I will again cast Guiding Bolt, but this time at first level. Oh, Bože moj. That is 8. Nyeh.
8 is not going to do it, I'm afraid.
No. Okay.
It is back to me.
It was worth.
Let's
trying.
see here. There is 2 of them still alive. One of the heads disappears down as its own weight drags it off back into the trap. And the 2 left, one of them is going to go for Alex here. Because he sees an opening. That would be a, 25. That'll
Oh
hit
yeah,
you.
that's got it.
That is 5 points of piercing damage to you, sir.
Sounds. I should half that and the last damage because I'm raging.
You should, because again, you don't notice it.
7, so that's 4 on the last round, and then 3 this round. Is it rounded up? We round
Yeah.
up, right? Okay.
Rounded up would be 4 then.
Okay, so that's 7. All right, sounds good.
I always remember in D&D, they round in whatever way you want the least.
Yes.
Yep.
The other Hydra head in the corner, he reaches forward and he tries to grab Noah.
Oh no.
Bite. Does a 17 hit you?
Definitely.
All right. Noah, this one grabs onto your leg with its teeth and it doesn't let go.
Uh-oh.
Give me an opposed strength check.
Oh dear. Okay. So that's a 9.
A 9!
Yeah.
Sorry, I just lost the thing. The Hydra gets you with a 10 because I rolled very poorly, but not as poorly as you.
Apparently.
Noah, it grabs onto your leg and it doesn't let go, and it drags you down underneath the stage.
Frick.
And the last thing you see is this pillar of light above you as it is blacked out as another Hydra head takes its place. And
Oh,
you
no.
plunge into the water.
Oh no.
Oh wait, are we PG?
Yeah, no cussing.
Oops. Hope that Mike didn't pick that one up.
Okay.
That is all I have. 2 more Hydras popped
Oh,
up there, 1 attack,
wait.
and now you're down 1 rogue. Are we missing someone?
In regards to, because that was post strength checks, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last cutting words and try and get the.
Does cutting words reduce the damage or
It
the...
reduces. It can be reduce damage or reduce any skill check
any skill check?
by a d4.
It's not a skill check, it's an opposed one. Yeah, I think that would kind of work then.
Okay, so as the Hydra reaches out and lunges for Whistle, Robin is going to say, "Gosh darn it! All right, love can do anything." And he reduces it he reduces it by 1.
You gotta really believe
So,
it, apparently.
um,
Jeez.
That makes it a tied strength check.
does
then.
make a tied strength
It goes to the current status quo.
Yeah, I was going to say because
So it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Okay.
Try again though.
Love can do anything except save you from that Hydra head as it drags you. Oh, he's gone.
Goodbye.
I told you I hate you!
I hate you as you disappear. But in the brief moment, in the last moment on this restaurant, you do think someone else might believe in love now.
What a lovely thought.
I bet that's real comforting. It is your guys' turn. Noah, we'll take care of you last.
I assume so.
So, Alex, you just saw someone get whipped down into the stage.
There are heads coming through all 3 trapdoors, correct? There's nothing
Oh, yes.
unoccupied?
Not a thing.
I'm not going to do anything insane quite yet.
Okay.
If everyone
what I
just
was
decided
thinking.
to mourn Noah for a turn,
I
Well,
We all cry.
well, we're gonna miss him. That's unfortunate.
Well, we're gonna.
I know what I'll do.
Am I going in after him?
I think you should.
I think I'm going
I
in
was gonna
after
say that's
him.
what I was thinking.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You do it.
I'm
You wanna do
gonna
it.
try to get down past one of the heads through
You're
one of
gonna
the
have to cut
trapdoors.
your way through them, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, rock and roll. Close. Is one significantly more injured than another?
Well, the one you chopped on in the middle is the only one that's taking damage.
Let's do that guy. And I think my goal is if I get one to drop, I'm just gonna grab on so that I can take a ride.
Write it down.
Yeah, so I can ride the head down.
All right.
Okay, but nope, it's okay. We're reckless.
Why did it always roll at the last second the wrong way?
Better.
It's 10 plus 15.
15 will do it.
All right, let's roll some damage. 11 plus 5, 16. And
16 will drop him.
all right, I'm then with my bonus action, I'm just gonna bear hug it and say, "I'm coming."
Tell you what, give me a strength check real quick here.
All right. Nope. Nat 20.
Hey.
You bury the axe in this one, and it's falling forward. You just grab it on the shoulder and just start shoving it back down into the trap, and you literally just plunge down and disappear. And there is and in the audience, by the way, there was a sudden gasp as one disappears, and then there's the inaudible gasp as the entire audience just goes as the second one disappears. Now there are only 3 people left on stage.
As I'm going down, I'm gonna go showbiz.
Do it like a Siegfried and Roy. Put one arm out. As you kinda...
Alrighty. Ian, what are you gonna go for?
Friar Apostle will say, "For love," and then he'll run and leap into the hole with his spiritual frying pan coming after him.
3 people disappeared.
I assume I assume like I hit ground, or how far is the drop?
It is only about somewhere between 5 and 10 feet, and you hit water.
Okay. Is there any way that I can use half my movement to get up and still attack?
Let me get back to you on that one. Let's finish up with this stage game here first.
Well, I
before
still
we,
have my frying pan.
Oh, that's true. What do you want the frying pan to do?
I just want to attack like the body.
All right. You send the frying pan, which, because it's a celestial weapon, it kind of glows a little bit, and it goes shooting down into the water towards this mass that you can just see moving beneath you.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an attack roll on that.
That will be a. And I'm burning my bless finally.
Probably a good idea.
That's an
which
18
reminds
to hit.
me, 18, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll the damage on that one. Matthew, you are at disadvantage for a d20. We forgot to use that.
Disadvantage for what? Why?
Because Percival put you in your place when you tried to poison him.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Intimidate. Mm-hmm.
I'll roll. I
Remember
can
that
roll
one
the next one.
for the next one.
Yeah, just to balance.
10 radiant.
10 radiant damage. Alrighty. I'll get back to you on that. And the results for a moment. Dominic, You are down to just 2 people on this
it's me
stage.
and the dragon on stage here.
Dragon's gonna kind of just. I mean, I know it's not my turn, but he'll kind of cock his head, and as much as a dragon can shrug, just kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to pull, or gonna use my bonus action to pull the rope out from my bag. I'm gonna tie it around the lever on the contraption, and then I'm going to take the rope with me, and I'm gonna dive in as well. But at least we have an escape at this
Did you
point.
say anything? Like at least.
As we're diving in, I said, "Well, maybe it's not for me, but love conquers all."
Okay. One more dives into the underwater.
I'm not in the water. I'm hanging off the rope.
Oh, hanging off the rope.
Yep.
So you grabbed the rope and you jumped in?
I jumped in with the rope. Correct.
Okay. How much slack? How far down did you want to go?
We'll say I'll go down 10 feet.
That'll hit the water.
Okay, 5 feet.
Okay, you're dangling. It's really dark down below, so it's really hard to see anything whatsoever. And the water froths a lot, let's just say.
Okay.
Matthew, let's take care of you. What are you
All
up
right,
to?
so I'm gonna do a quick triple take. Audience, holes in the floor, dragon head. Audience, holes in the floor, dragon head. Roar, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at the not dragon head, at the Hydra head, which is just gonna come out as a dragon. And that is a con save 14 for half damage, which is
I failed that. Don't worry.
okay, which is 3d8. Where are my d8s? I swear to God. 1, 2, 3. Which is 8, 9, 10, 11.
We're supposed to save the D8 today.
So that's 16 points of damage, and not for nothing, he's technically not pushed back 10 feet. He can't be, but I'll just say he bobbleheads it against the stage, just for flavor. Does he go down or no?
How much damage was that again?
16.
16. Yeah, with that bobblehead, I'll give you a bit of extra damage and
Like
one
one
more
of the
head.
inflatable
Is
car
removed.
guy.
Okay,
like-
so he goes down.
Yeah, just.
I yet again look at. I'm trying to decide. Do I look at the audience down the hole? Like, spin upward as a dragon and then just down one of the holes. And like, think as I go down. God, I hope the lovers don't leave. Oh God.
There is a Hydra head left on the stage. That
Oh,
is
I thought
roaring
you said it. I thought you said it went down the hole.
There's one left.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna stay up. So I'm gonna stay up because I'm not gonna leave
okay.
a Hydra head up with a bunch of helpless people.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, we're in a cage.
There's
I
a
think
curtain.
Still.
Unbelievable.
You're telling me.
All right. Most of you have dove down beneath the stage now. And your frying pan goes flying down, and it gives you the only brief spot of illumination you get, besides these faint columns of light that are coming down from above. And all you can really spot underwater here is there are large bodies moving around you and not too far away. You occasionally see the light of some glimmer of some eyes, and in general, the entire water is kind of rocking and frothing around you as this whole thing is just writhing.
Gotcha.
That frying pan goes flying down into the center of that mass, and you hear, well, you can't hear it because it's underwater, but there you can visibly see the whole thing go convulse as it strikes it. And 2 or 3 heads spin around and dive down into the water following
Okay.
it. Noah, you're the only one who actually starts with his turn down underwater here.
Yeah.
As you're flopping around with a Hydra head biting onto your leg, other things seem to be falling down around you, and as far as you can tell, the entire restaurant is starting to collapse.
Okay. I really need to get out of this grapple. So I guess, I'm gonna try and take my rapier and like just stab at the head.
Go right ahead. Why change strategies now?
So that is a 17.
17. Alrighty. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, and I suppose I don't get sneak attack anymore, because, yeah.
You know what? I will give you sneak attack on the grounds that it can't defend itself really
Okay.
well.
I'll take it. I ain't gonna complain. That's 10.
And it's very rare when you're biting into something that it bites back.
That is 16 damage.
16. God, why do I allow this? Well, that one was already beaten up a little bit. So he is dead, and his teeth let go of your legs as it floats back down under the water.
I'm gonna let out a little. Yes.
You are a little bit underwater, though. The rest of them, except for Dominic, who's holding on by a rope, have plunged into the water. What do you go, Noah?
I'm gonna go up.
All right, you're going to surface up onto the water.
Yeah.
Great. You pop your head up there, and you look around, and barely can dimly see that, hey, some of your friends have joined you.
They love me. They really love me.
Isn't that just grand? As you're standing under here, it is now the Hydra's turn. So the one up top is going to go for the only thing it can, another dragon. That's definitely going to hit you. And he's going to get a bite in of 4 points of damage on you, Matt.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, now that there's an opening at the end of their turn, Hydras, of course, spot it, and 2 of them head up towards the surface to go through there.
Bloody hell.
Plugging your only exit. But
Whatever a dragon sounds like.
Does that mean that it has to go past me?
it does.
So does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
Not so much as it's going right through where you're at, because you're literally hanging from a rope right where it needs to go.
Okay.
It doesn't see you, though, under there. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity, if you want, to make, let's say, a strength attempt to grab onto the Hydra as it's bursting upwards.
Okay.
Dominic, I need an acrobatics check just to
Acrobatics?
avoid getting slammed bodily by this.
Okay. I think I can do that. Give me 1 second here. Skills, acrobatics. Should be good. Nope, not one.
Party what?
Alrighty then.
Power of love sucks.
True love might not be conquering all.
Yeah,
of
Yeah, I
this.
know. True love's not working out here.
You gotta
Alex,
believe
Ian,
in it.
Alex, Ian, and Noah, you have Hydra surging up underneath you, heading towards those exits. What do you do?
I'll see if I can catch a ride.
Yeah.
Catch a ride?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll try.
Roll me a strength on each of you.
It's a 2.
2.
It's a 10.
10?
21.
Nice.
21. All right. Noah, you grab onto a Hydra, barely clinging onto it,
Nice.
but you do grab it as it surges up. The other Hydra head, Alex grabs onto with like one hand. Alex, you notice that your friend Ian here, though, is completely failed to grab on and slipping away. But you only need one hand, clearly, to hold on to this Hydra.
Yeah, let's
Perhaps
see if
you
I
can
can-
help him.
Can we get my man?
Yeah,
What
sure,
do I
sure.
roll? What do I roll here?
Another strength check. You are
All right.
holding on one hand onto a Hydra, one hand onto Ian.
17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's
With
how
our
this one
friendship,
goes.
everything's possible.
All right. Here's how
Sorry,
this
that was
goes down.
I'll stop. I'll be done for the day.
They've gotten worse.
No, they are. They're just getting worse and worse and worse.
Which is weird because it's also getting more and more bearable somehow.
I'm desensitizing
It
you.
wears you down.
I'll
Okay.
stop though.
Dominic, hanging by a rope, looking down, a Hydra head. You try and swing out of the way. You don't. The Hydra head rams bodily into you, flinging you up as Noah is clinging onto its back. It shoots you out of the hole onto the stage and slams you into the steel curtain, rattling the entire thing in front of the audience. And you laying sprawled on the ground in front of it.
Hello, my friend.
Ian, though, is on the back of that thing, riding the Hydra head as it comes up. On the other Hydra, we have Alex here, holding on by one hand as if he's rodeoing
Yep.
onto a Hydra head. With the other hand, he flings his friend Ian down onto the stage.
Showbiz!
That's epic. That was great.
Oh my god.
Suspense.
That was very
It is
good.
back to your guys' turns.
Is that a Green Lantern ring?
Yes, it is.
The rules.
I am so fed up with
say
these
what it's
friggin'
from.
hydras. I
Yeah.
just
I like
want
the
one of their
design.
heads so we can get out of here. I'm gonna jump on the one that just like flung me, and I'm just gonna take my dagger and I'm just gonna start like carving into the neck,
Nice.
trying to get through it.
You're gonna do slashing damage on him. All right,
Yeah.
go for it.
All right, so it's going to be. That's going to be a 21 to hit,
21. All right.
and that's going to be 3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Thanks for helping.
You're really wet.
I'm
You were
helping!
kind of tossed around. It's like it's just a furious slashing with a dagger, going after this thing. Noah, what are you up to?
Yeah, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna go after this Hydra head that I wrote up here and
the rapier?
it.
I feel like we should be trying to get these gates closed.
That is a 10.
Stick to your
10.
strengths, man.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Apparently, that's
you're
not our
rocking a
strength.
little bit. Let's see now. Ian, you're splayed out in front of the contraption here. You want to take another shot at that?
Yeah, I would love to
go ahead
go
and-
ahead and pop it open and see if I can figure out where this gear used to be, and if I could like mend 2 parts together or something to.
Sprawled on the ground in front of the contraption, you realize, oh, there's a little hatch here. You start digging around.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an insight check to try and figure this thing out.
16
Plus 5.
Is
That's
that
a
plus-
21.
Blackjack.
21? Okay, sure. You pop it open, and it's very clear to you. Oh, yeah, there's a gear that's supposed to be right here. And you start fiddling and twinkling with things to try and get something in there to jimmy it. And you successfully seem to get something in place and shut the contraption.
Okay, cool.
Alex, what are you up to?
I'm going to see if I can ram one of the gates hard enough that just once the head slides through it, it will shut rather than just.
We still
Stay
need
open.
one of these heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got
Where?
3. We only need 1. So let's
Okay,
see if we
yeah,
can
okay.
limit the number of people
All
we're
right, go
dealing
ahead and
with.
give me a strength check.
Strength check? Yeah. Oh, and I'm raging, so I get an advantage on strength checks. So let's see. One more. Whew, double 4s, so 7.
I'm afraid you're holding on to the Hydra with one hand, grabbing the trap with the other, trying to squeeze them shut by force, and it just doesn't move.
All right.
Must be all that slick Hydra on you.
I guess I will. Well, can I take that as a bonus action and try to make 1 attack?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you a shot.
Let's see. 8 plus 5, 13.
13. You're riding the Hydra. Yeah, I'll give you a 13 on riding the Hydra, sure.
Sweet. 9 damage.
9 points of damage, digging into this new Hydra from behind. Alrighty.
Can I use my bonus action spiritual weapon still?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just make that attack real fast. So
Are you attacking the body of the Hydra down below still?
I'll move it 20 feet back up.
Alright.
Is it within 20 feet? The body or?
Well,
the...
it could at the very least hit the Hydra neck from below.
I'll hit the neck from below. That'll be a 14 hit to hit.
14 to hit will do it.
Okay, that is 4 damage. Or
4
sorry,
damage.
5 damage. 5 damage radiant.
5 damage. Got it. Alright, we have our druid.
Okay.
Matt.
I'm still looking at the cube. We've got all three heads.
All 3 heads are still standing up here.
Is everybody attached to a head still, or is everybody backed away?
Not attached to a head. Only Noah is still riding his, it looks like.
Okay, only Noah is still riding his. Well, I'm going to take the 2 that Noah is not riding, and I'm going to center a 20-foot cube around those 2 so that no one else is inside that cube. I'm going to curl up into a little dragon spiral and start rotating really fast until little motes of stars just kind of explode out from me, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. So it's a Dex 14 save to you, and that is those motes are going to. That's two. The motes are going to attach to those two heads, and that is advantage on attacks to everybody until the spell ends, which is 1 minute. It's concentration for me, but yeah.
All right, done.
Cool.
All right, it is now the Hydra's head's turn. They're just going to start taking snaps out of people. Alex, does a 22 hit you?
Oh, you bet.
Don't worry, Noah, I missed you.
Yeah.
And a 21 on the Druid.
Oh yeah. Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. Alex, take 7. Druid, take 5.
I think I'll do that. Thanks. No.
Done. That is it for them. It is back to your turn. Ian, lead us off.
Okay, then. And there is 3 heads that are up.
3 heads are up.
Okay. What I'll go ahead and do is the one that Alex has been attacking is fairly damaged, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and use both the frying pan and my warhammer.
Save yourself
and,
something to fiddle with some levers and whatnot. Now that we have all the gears in.
You don't think they just? Well, we need to figure out. Well,
This way.
I'm just gonna attack.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna use both
okay.
my attacks.
Go with the original plan.
So, spiritual weapon is does a 12 hit?
From below, yes, actually.
Okay, so and then on the other one, does a 16 hit for the head?
Definitely.
Okay. So that is 10 damage total.
10 damage. That will drop it.
Did you
This
roll
head-
damage because of the fairy fire?
Falls
I did
over.
Okay.
But I hit anyways.
Oh,
I'll
roll
I'll
just in case you might get a 20.
I'm gonna try to.
no, 20.
Okay.
If there's any way I could try to hold onto this head to keep it from sliding down the chute.
Well, you can make a strength check to hold on to it, or you could just take an axe to it and try and chop it off in one blow. I'll do either one.
Chop this
let's
out.
chop.
Chop.
You're
Roll
the
it-
one with the big axe.
Roll at advantage. Roll
Yep.
at advantage because of the
Oh,
fairy
yeah.
fire.
Does a 19?
Definitely. For a dead head,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
roll me some damage on that.
Let's see,
See if you really bite into it.
it's a 12, right? Yep.
Yep, that's the D12. I'm gonna repaint those dice.
7.
7. That is enough. 7
Okay.
is enough. You sever the head. The Hydra head's neck just pops right off, and it slides across the ground as the rest of the stub of the neck falls down into the water below. You hear a clunking sound behind you, Ian, as the trap door, the lever for it kind of jerks a lot. It looks like it needs someone to, do something to it. Who is next? Noah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this one that I'm still I'm gonna jump off of this one and then stab it.
Are you close enough to get to that lever?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm on the other one, right?
If I can
I'm
use
the-
my
I'm the
free
farthest
action
one?
to yell, throw the lever out, just in general.
Throw the lever.
Oh well, actually, wait. No, how big is the stage?
It's about 15 feet across.
Oh, then yeah, I can get there. Yeah. So I'll run over. If he yells that, then I'm gonna run over there.
I'll tell you what, you can use it. I'll let you try and use the lever thing as a bonus action if you want to still take your shot
Okay,
and then
yeah.
make a post for it.
I'll take my shot here.
And then roll at advantage. Don't forget if you're
that's-
attacking.
An 18.
Definitely.
5. So that's 8 damage to it,
8 damage to the middle one. Got it.
and then I'm gonna run over to the lever and yoink it.
All right, give me a quick acrobatics to fling yourself off of a Hydra head after you've stabbed it.
That's a 15.
You do a cartwheel. backflipping
Nice.
on in front of over to the machine. You grab a lever and you haul on it, and there's something goes ka-chunk, and then suddenly the trapdoor slaps shut. And now you're down to just 2 Hydras.
I really thought we were gonna die, guys.
I
was
expected to
"Jeez,
die."
guys, that was
Matthew,
I thought
it's
we
your
were
turn.
gonna end it in a very bad note.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's your turn.
Okay, so we still have the lever. I'm sorry, I'm still.
Did I drop mine?
I'm still a little unclear. It closed on all of the heads.
It closed on the one head that died and fell back into the water.
Right, so we have a head now.
You
We do
have
have
a
a
head.
severed head.
We have
It's
ass
sliding
already.
along the ground right now.
Okay, I'm going to cast Primal Savagery on myself, even as the dragon. So there's some of those lights are going to kind of just become shiny, pointy teeth, and I'm going to kind of go at one of the necks.
Have a shot.
I technically, because of the advantage, I would just roll it at normal because of the disadvantage, but because of the disadvantage thing earlier, I'm just going to roll it at disadvantage to even things out, which is still, that's a 16 still.
Even at that, yeah, 16
Okay,
definitely does it.
cool.
You are
So
solid.
That's, that is, where's my D10? That's 4 points of acid damage. So just kind of rip a piece out of its neck.
Dang.
Yeah.
You might get yourself a second head at this rate.
Oh.
Dominic, I need you. What is up?
Okay, so we are looking at 2 Hydra heads still. At this point, I'm thinking probably attacking it with weapons is not my best suit. So instead, I'm going to turn to the one that Whistle just hit, and I'm going to say, "You can run, but you can't Hydra." And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at it. So it needs a DC 13 Wisdom save.
I just want you to know the roll of my eyes
Nope.
is me laughing inside.
Nope.
I don't make it.
All right.
What do
so
I
it
ha- what
takes
happened?
1d4 damage. Which takes 1 damage.
Ow.
On the one that he had just bit?
Yeah. Or no, the one that Noah hit.
The one that I had stabbed.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay.
Okay.
It dies of embarrassment.
Yes.
It hits the ground and slides back down into the trap, and this thing shuts on top of it.
DJ, hit that lever.
And yeah, I'm gonna pull. Well, I can't pull the lever yet. I don't know.
No, the lever's causing it to
no,
close
it-
automatically.
It worked.
It worked. Okay.
Nice.
It was stuck, and you yanked it into place, and all of a sudden, the thing just went chunk.
Oh,
and
things are
started
working
So
again.
now.
now,
Okay,
now we just need to kill the last Hydra head, and we're good to go.
I got a 16 on you, Dominic, for the last head,
That'll
with
hit.
4 points of damage,
All right.
and it is your guys' turn. Take it away.
Who wants to lead us off?
If
Ian, go ahead.
No. That's fine.
Burner?
Go ahead.
Is so the one that's
Right, left one right here.
the one that there wasn't fairy fire on. I will you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Ice Knife, so I'm gonna rear up, and it's gonna be kind of Godzilla, charging his breath weapon, but it's just gonna come out as one big right in its neck.
Go for it.
Yep. What does that say?
10.
10 plus 16?
Definitely.
Okay, so
Tight.
that's a D10 for 6 points of damage, but then it explodes for and then it needs to succeed on a dexterity saving throw of 14.
No.
Okay. And then it takes another 9 points of cold damage.
So what's my total damage?
Total damage was, what was the first one?
10?
Yeah, the first one was 6 plus. What did it? Oh my
9.
god.
9,
So,
15.
So 15 points of cold damage.
It had already gotten a little damage. It hits it, it explodes, and with that explosion, the last head disappears and the trap door shuts.
Woo!
All right.
Finally!
Now to actually cook the food and save the day. And,
The restaurant is utterly silent as that last door shuts, save for a few ragged breaths coming from you guys on stage, and then, as if on cue, the entire restaurant erupts in cheers. Half the guests are gasping for breaths they didn't know they were holding. The rest are leaping to their feet and just applauding you.
got milk
We
it.
bow,
Come on,
yeah.
let's
Yeah,
milk
yeah.
it. All
Or
right.
bow.
Everybody say,
Yeah.
I'll
It's the
take
dragon.
stage
Just to
bow.
plan, just to
Wow,
plan.
it's the dragon.
Let this be a reminder that love is not always beautiful, but it is always worth it.
Oh God.
Okay.
As you pick up your head and you start marching back to the kitchen with your prize, with some cheers and people patting you on the back, you notice even a few of the manservants waiting in the corners of the restaurant, plotting ever so approvingly.
I just glare daggers at them.
You do notice though that Celine has grabbed onto Felix's hand and was squeezing it very tightly during the entire performance.
I'll
But-
grab
That's a
the-
minor
I'll
success,
grab the
yeah.
head with my teeth and kind of drag it off stage for us.
Alrighty, you guys have returned to the kitchen with your Hydra head in tow. Renault greets you back there. Well done, my friends. Well done indeed.
Can
You
I
know how to
get-
cook this.
All right, guys. I got a +4 to cooking. Does
go
any-
for it.
All right.
Yeah, it's all you.
Is there any way I can take some
I'll
help
help, I'll
actions,
do.
get some-
I'll totally help you.
All right.
I'll bring out.
Can I get
If I
some-
still have my spiritual frying pan, I'll bring that out.
Can I get some help over here? And you just see like, there's, like blood trickling from the side of his face.
Absolutely.
I'll
I'll
let you
touch
take care of
you,
your healing on the
and
side there.
I'll cast preserve life, and you can heal up to 15.
Up to 15.
All right.
Sweet.
I'll
There
drop the
is-
dragon, and I'll actually cast Cure Wounds on you as well, which is 1d8 + 4. So if you want to roll that.
All right. Let me see here. Healing 15. And then 1d4 you said?
1d8 + 4.
1d8 plus 4. Oh crap. Okay.
Alex, you being the
So,
chef that you
so-
are,
That
of
brings
course,
you back up to max health. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
you recognize that such a dish as this is going to be a multi-step process.
All right.
You've got to do a few different things here, such as identifying and cutting up the head, seasoning those meat cuts, then cooking it with the proper seasoning, and then, of course, you must plate the dish and deliver it with a certain amount of panache to really bring it home. Each of those steps is kind of complicated in and of themselves, but you can share it among yourselves and take up what you want as you go. Now, first and foremost is to identify and cut the head. That's more of a survivalist nature skill. One of those two would do.
I am bad at both. Anybody got any bonuses to survival or nature?
I have nature.
Yeah,
I have +3 for
I
survival.
can absolutely do.
Plus
I have-
3?
I have +5 for
Rock
nature.
and roll.
do
You're
it.
the man.
Okay.
You figure
All
out.
right,
what piece.
give it a roll. See what you can do.
I'm gonna give
for
him-
Vogue, by the
I-
way.
If I
Not
give him my
metagaming
cooking
at all.
utensils, will it give him the cooking
I
bonus,
mean,
or is
he's a
that
druid.
Yeah, I guess.
Tell you what,
he would
roll
be a
cooking
kind of
as an
a-
assistant.
cool?
As an
All right.
assistant? Okay. That is 20. Wait, is that
Dirty
say
20.
15 or 16? Dirty 20.
All right, and
Okay.
then assisting with cooking, 19.
19. All right, you guys have this one pat. You walk up there and something takes over, and you just start slicing the meat ever so carefully, deboning it as you go along. All right, next up, you of course need to season this meat properly for it to be really succulent for when it's cooked. Who has a lot of experience with medicines and herbalism?
I would
think
assume
that's
that's
gonna
probably
be you.
me, so
Plus
I
by
should probably
medicine.
do that.
Yeah.
Rock and
Give
roll.
it a shot.
Go for it.
Oh, that is.
Eight.
That's a 7.
I think you have a +5 to medicine.
Oh, I do.
So 8.
Yeah, that's an 8.
An 8.
Can I assist on this one?
I will always allow
Guidance.
you to assist on something.
Guidance.
Sure.
Guidance.
Can you guide yourself
Um,
divinely?
so that's an 11 with guidance.
And then I have
11
a
with guidance.
16 to aid.
16 to 8. I'll let you have an advantage and you can roll again on your herbalism.
Oh, okay.
Just using it.
Or medicine? Yeah.
That's lower.
No,
That was
a
a
14.
That was a 4.
He bumped it.
I bumped it.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
4.
But your last
But
one was
still,
3, so
it-
that
yeah,
Oh,
is
still
so
one
so
higher.
it's a 9.
Nine.
So that's up to 13,
That's a 12.
right?
Yep.
12.
12.
12 and
12.
16.
Okay.
only one
well,
higher.
it's not quite as well as you'd like it to be, but it's
Sorry,
it is
guys.
seasoned
I
now.
failed. I failed you.
Hey, can you get him drunker? Get him drunker.
Can I get them drunk?
Rock and roll.
Please.
All right, we're not.
I think I messed this up. I think we need to go get another head, guys.
More bottles out of my clothing. Pump, pump. Clack them together. More corks. Please.
right. It's time to sear. Who among you is best at cooking things with fire? We got survival. Cooking skills will also suffice.
Cooking.
Alex, I feel this one's probably yours.
Yeah. There's no specific cooking skill, correct?
Right. I'm gonna have you roll.
If you're proficient with it, what skill?
You get your
is it based
proficiency
on?
bonus with that. What was that? Let's see
With the
now.
wisdom?
I would take survival, or I'd do a straight wisdom.
Both of those are actually a negative.
But you have your proficiency, so it's
But
a
I
1.
do have proficiency, so yeah, let's just do what survival then.
You
and
wouldn't
then I
accept
put
dexterity.
the +4 on the cooking modifier.
Sleight of
for cooking
hand.
utensils.
Not on this one.
How about we just? All right.
Oh, he has it specified.
Yeah, but
+4.
it's a +4 on the specific cooking modifier. I just didn't know if there was a separate skill
Okay.
that this tied to. So let's see. 12 + 4 is 16.
16. You go at it with a plum. Flames sear up around the side of the pan as you start flipping that. And it comes out looking just right with that nice little pink touch to the center.
Nice.
All right.
The next step is to plate the dish.
That would be
Who
me.
is going to do that? Give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. All right.
Oh, if you want.
I'll give you
so I'm-
guidance.
If you want sleight of hand.
I have a
it's me.
+4 to sleight of hand.
Guidance.
Weirdly enough.
I have a +5 to
Guidance.
sleight of hand.
I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the rogue
Guide-
handle
Yep.
this.
All right, I'll guide you.
All right,
then.
the rogue.
Oh, what
Oh,
is
you
this?
have guidance too?
Guidance?
I'll let you
Guidance.
do it.
Yep.
Rock and roll.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
+4 +5, so it's a 29.
29.
Garnished perfectly, the sauce drizzled back and forth over it. It is a work of art sitting upon the plate. Who is going to deliver this? Beautiful.
That would
That's
be me
you.
for
Delivered with
performance
beauty
check.
and love.
All right.
You know what?
Taking the
All right.
with a certain amount of panache, you walk out of the kitchen holding this massive plate of a Hydra head, seared to perfection. It's steam wafting off of it, an apple sitting in its mouth. Give me your performance to really make this happen.
All right. That's gonna be.
roll.
Guidance as he walks out
Guidance.
because I just realized
I'm gonna need it.
I'm gonna need to be following him with this booze as a furbolg because I when I transformed back, I didn't transform back into a human because I
Is
can't.
Guidance a D4 or D8?
D4.
D4. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
Don't you get
Ah,
advantage
that's
on?
the best
Oh, I
D4
do get
roll
advantage
you've
on performance
done
checks.
already.
Thank you for reminding
Yeah.
me, because that would have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, much better. Okay. That is a 21 total.
21, you do this. Yeah, you do it right, man. You step out there, you deliver to their table. There is an audible gasp from another table as they see the meal, and it is bon appetit.
All right.
And then a
everyone
furball comes
orders
by
it.
and drops
Oh,
on
no.
the line.
I think there's enough to go around.
One house special night.
As you head back to the kitchen, and everyone's kind of waiting around the door, peeking to see how well that goes. It turns out the meal is a masterpiece. It is an absolute knockout. The couple is blown away by the taste, and they actually send compliments back to the chef.
Yay!
So which of us get the compliment?
Yeah.
Just,
Do we have to
Well,
pull
take
that
it.
up? Is that like?
They said only one compliment to chef.
Yeah.
Is this us? Is this him? What? I heard. I mean.
Yes.
I
the
think
answer
we'll
is
give
yes.
it to Alice.
Yeah.
because-
Yes, we give it to
Alice did
Alice.
assist.
Alice
on
gets
This is
best
so much
compliment.
more stressful than just killing
You
things.
know, I think,
in real life.
yes. I think Alice should get compliments. We just assisted.
All right.
Dominic,
it.
while you're out and about hosting here, you hear Celine and Felix chatting away amicably, and you hear Celine ask, "Do you have anything else planned?" And Felix mentions, "Well, I thought perhaps maybe we'd go catch a show at the Grand Theater." And she's like, "Well, okay." And they get up and they head towards the door. But before they even able to leave, you notice that another man at another table with a mustache
Of course.
hops up and runs out the door first.
All
I swear
right.
to God,
I
I'm going
am
to shave every mustache off of them forcibly with a
going
claw.
to let's see here if I have anything that I can use today. I'm going to cast. This is my last second level spell. I'm going to go ahead and cast Suggestion on the individual running out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Well, okay, what's your suggestion here?
Sit, stay, and enjoy the rest.
Go mop the bathrooms.
Sit, stay, and enjoy the rest of the night here.
He actually made a very good save, but he's kind of caught off guard by you, and he turns slightly and kind of catches the door on his way out and slams into it before making his way out. Unfortunately, he didn't stop him, but you probably gave him a black eye.
At least we'll know which one he was.
Yeah.
Alex, well, all four of you back in the kitchen, you begin to hear groans coming from the back room. And it is very shortly you hear people starting to bicker and yell at each other, and the noise begins to gain volume.
I'm going to go throw open the storage area, see if our guys are back up.
They're
soon
starting
as
to make... Go ahead.
As soon as he opens the door, I'm gonna yell out, "Why are you naked?" to the one that got stripped earlier.
While you two are messing around with those poor guys, Renault smiles and he says, the Grand Theater. I hear they have the newest show as an absolute smash. You must take me along, of course. I'm clearly in need of my expertise, and it would be cruel not to let me see how this night ends.
I'm gonna close the lid on him.
We're bringing him, though.
We're definitely bringing
Of course, I just wanted him to shut up.
Yeah, shut the thing on him.
I am going to
Are you
say
guys-
to all the people in the storage unit, like, hey, there's like a room full of people, and we have literally cooked one person one meal.
With some appetizers.
Good luck.
As you make your way out the back door with the cart, people start coming out the back out of the storage room. Two of them are bickering at each other madly like siblings, until the one in the chef's apron looks over at you pushing the giant green cube, and he says, "Stop right there! We're not done with that cad." Renault
No.
shakes his head back and forth until the pan falls off, and he says, "I wouldn't stay here and pay for that stale bread if I was dying of hunger. Quickly, though, we should go."
All right.
Okay, bye.
Well,
I'm gonna flip like a couple gold pieces at the chefs and be like, all right, we're taking this.
yeah, I'll go run and assist in pushing the cart as to make haste away.
The cart goes bounding over the cobblestones of the bridge, and you guys rush off into the evening light, heading off for the Grand Theater. And that is where we will end our adventure.
Yeah!
You guys did an
survived!
exceptional job tonight. That was an absolute blast.
I really
Thank you
thought
so
that
much for
just
having us
going
that
down with the
cool.
Oh, I
Hydra
thought
was
I was
just going to be,
gonna die.
and Noah can go ahead and be done for today.
Well,
that was the end of Noah.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Well, to wrap it
Well
all
done.
up, thank you so much for DMing for us, and we are so excited for your Kickstarter. Please
Thanks,
go ahead and anyone that's watching, go ahead and check out the Kickstarter for that Verge Games has for Lovin' Fools. If you want to play the rest of the game, I know that we only saw like the first act of 3 acts. Is that correct?
You're about halfway through. But
Okay.
yeah.
I am so sweaty and like stress sweaty. I'm so glad we're stopping.
You're actually like a chef at a restaurant.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think we all got really into that.
I'm gonna
and
figure out that one.
Yeah.
We all might be fools, but we did love it.
We
Yeah.
did it.
Oh. On that
And
note,
with that, the
fired.
stream ends.
Fired. Thank you all for tuning in. My apologies for all the technical difficulties. And the last thing I want to do is thank our tech team. They've so patiently
Hell yeah.
made sure everything worked behind the scenes. And for the most part, they didn't even get to hear what was going on. So they're real troopers. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll call that a night. A day.
See you guys next
Bye,
time.
guys.
Bye.